Hello. Oh, this screen is a little dark. There we go. Hello. Hi, Muffin. I wish I could get it. Like, sparkling water is one of the things I cannot stand. And I think it's just because, like, when I was a kid, I went and got a Sprite from, like, a Target. Like a Target fountain machine. Sorry, I was listening to myself a little bit on the stream, and that threw me the fuck off. So, but, like, it was... They were out of the syrup for the Sprite, so I just got soda water. But, you know, little kid me is expecting Sprite. And then I got soda water. So I've never liked it because it was just a betrayal to me. Okay, hopefully we can finish this case today. And I will not cough too much. I'm completely better from last week. But the cough is lingering like a son of a bitch, which it usually does when I get sick, which... It's fine. It's fine. Okay, so I'm trying to remember what happened last time. I think really all that we've accomplished, which is kind of sad, is Miles being threatened to lose his badge by a fucking nun judge. And the whiniest little baby prosecutor is replacing him. And we know that Sawit, who's a reoccurring character from the first Ace Attorney, did some tricky stuff with the security system in order to like not be where he was supposed to be, but he only found the body, and we know nothing else, and we are 5 hours in to this case. So let's see what we can accomplish in 3. I'm not confident that we're going to finish today. I want to because I have a hard cutoff at 5 to get ready before I go out for a game night with some friends. Hi. Oh, am I allowed to move? Oh, okay. For some reason, I thought you had been escorted off, but it's whatever. I'm still mad I don't get to talk to Polly. Game. That is like the douchiest thing you could have done to me. Oh yeah, no, I remember where I was going. We were like, oh, we need to go to solitary. I think it's solitary. No, maximum security, my bad.
Wow, it's pitch black in there. I can't see a thing.
But didn't you say that the Atagarasu takes flight, even in the dead of night or something?
Even in the depths of night, when no other bird dares to take flight. Oh, and alone soars to shine the light of righteousness on the world's blight. And that one is me, for I am the great thief Yatagarasu.
Whoa, you are one powerful performer.
Thanks, but that doesn't help me in the dark. I'm a human, not a three-legged raven.
Oh, it's like a hellhound, damn. Oh, bye, guys. Thanks for leaving me alone. Ah, Mr. Edgeworth. That voice. I knew it. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, hopefully your knee... take care of your knees. Don't end up like me with a bum knee. Take care of it. Good putting a cold pack on it. And have fun with your short film. That's super exciting. I love doing stuff like that. I knew it. It has been far too long. You remember me?
Or is he a little bit more?
I could hardly forget now, could I? After all, you are the one who put me away.
Mr. Edgeworth, are you talking to that dog?
Kay. Honey. Did you hit your head when you ran out? Or is there someone else in there? Still can't see a danged thing. Oh, but I am forgetting myself. Forgive me, I do not often receive visitors. One moment, I will turn on the lights. You see, I'm a bat. I do not need. There's a dog right there with the bell on its neck. What the fuck? What the fuck? Hi, sir. Are you blind? Is that why? Man, they chose an interesting way to draw that. You are a heavy-footed lot. Am I right in thinking there are 3 of you in all? Very well. Perhaps we should start by introducing ourselves. I hate the veins at the back of his alien head. It looks like Indiana Jones Crystal Skull style headspace. Or I guess xenomorph? It's a little xenomorph. Oh god. I am Bodhidharma Canis? I assume Canis is like canine. It's the and then Bodhisattva, I think is what it's technically referencing with your very Buddhist looking cell? Nega Buddhist cell? I have no fucking idea. Oh my god, you're right, boss. Oh man, that's why they put him in maximum security. As you may have gathered, Mr. Edgeworth and I are old acquaintances. Canis was a notorious assassin. Whoa. Yo. Some knew him as the Blind Butcher. His only weapons were a vicious hunting hound and a fearsomely sharp knife. His appearance was always announced by the sound of bells. The last sound his victims would ever hear. Yo, that's fucking crazy. Well, Mr. Edgeworth, am I to guess why you have come to see me? You know why I'm here. In fact, I'm willing to bet you know every detail of this sordid little affair already. And I suppose we have nothing to hide from one another. I'm adjusting my mic stand. One moment. There we go. Because Canis is a little quiet, because it's in a weird spot in my mouth. Oh, puppy! Oh, puppy! I like him. I like this guy. Your faithful canine friend is currently the chief suspect in a murder investigation. The person who found the body saw a dog with its mouth around the victim's throat. Oh yeah, that's what Saw witnessed. Your witness is mistaken. Helmut? Is that, I hope I pronounced that correctly. Wait. Yeah. Right? Nah, it's like he's, oh man, I like him. Glad he was arrested for his crimes, but also good on him. Helmut is a gentle soul. He is my eyes, nothing more. I have let the poor pupper see way too much. That is my greatest sin, and why I have allowed myself to be arrested. Ooh, I love that the dog's ear perked up when he, like, does the tilt. Oh, I like that. God, you're creepy. You look, his face kind of reminds me of Eustace from Courage the Cowardly Dog, though. This is like his scary older brother. It is absurd to think that he would do such a thing, isn't it, boy? Yes, it is. You're a good boy, aren't you? Helmut is more than a mere seeing eye dog, and he's certainly no good boy. He's also a trained killer. No, he is a good boy. Edgeworth, he good boy. Yo, no, I used to be terrified of dogs as a kid. I had one, a it was a golden retriever, spooked me, and then because I got spooked, he got spooked, and he jumped and bit my ear. It was terrifying. I used to be scared of big dogs for a long time, and it wasn't until I was actually when I started hanging out with my future sibling-in-law as friends, and like I went to their house and met the family dog, which was a mutt. Sweet girl, very timid, but she was about as, she was not like a huge dog, but a pretty big dog, and I used to be scared of her, but she was very sweet, and it helped me come around to it. Yeah. I'm a lot better with smaller dogs. Not like chihuahuas. Chihuahuas kind of suck. They're yappy little bitches. But like Papillons. Oh my gosh, my sister has a Papillon, and I love that little girl to death. She is so sweet and so stupid. A weapon once used in this man's sordid trade. This witness of yours. He is trustworthy, I assume. As trustworthy as a convicted murderer can be. Sawwit is anything but trustworthy, and he's still very much a suspect himself. Hi, Dispenser. Welcome. I can hardly claim that his testimony is beyond reproach. No, then. I thought as much. Yes, I did, Helmut, yes. Oh, I wish I could do a Megatron voice. Yes. It's oh my god, that's the other thing he kind of looks like. You're right. I saw Eustace from Courage the Cowardly Dog, and like a xenomorph had a baby. It figures that he already knew who our witness is. You crazy man. Hello, what were you doing between 8 and 10 a.m. yesterday morning, Mr. Canis? During the show, you mean? Oh god. I do not like seeing your gums. That's really uncanny. Oh, I hate that. Yeah, no, valid. Cats are taking me a little bit to get around just because, like, my mom has a pretty serious cat allergy, so we never were allowed to, like, have them as kids. And, again, my in-laws have 2 cats, and, eventually, my sister actually got a cat because that's what her husband prefers, and I'm okay with them. But man, their claws, it's like, how do you tell them to not claw into your jeans when they're just trying to get comfy? It's like, I know you're not trying to be mean or hurt me, but ow! I was here, ensconced in these humble surroundings. I have developed a passion for wood carving, you see. An obsession, even. I was engrossed in it all morning. I'm impressed you could... Wow, that's... How have you not cut off a finger, dude? I would have cut off a finger and I can see. That's impressive. Damn, you have... Oh, then again, you're an assassin, so like... You and sharp objects, no stranger. And you have permission to engage in such a hobby. I can't believe someone would actually let you. The warden and I have... an understanding. An understanding? That's ridiculous. This man shouldn't be allowed 1, let alone 5 chisels. This man is escaping. This man is digging a hole into the prison, Shawshank Redemption style, but he's got a lot easier with fucking 5 chisels. Oh my gosh. There's nothing but lethal weapons in his hands. I was carving Buddhist pieces at first, but by the 674th, my interest had begun to wane.
Whoa, that must have taken forever.
Time is all I have, child. In any case, my focus has now shifted to pieces such as these. Yeah, no, it's accidental stabbing, for sure. I love phrasing it that way. The fuck is that? Is that Bowser? Oh, wait, no, that's oh, it's Cerberus. Okay. I didn't know you played chess. You play too, do you not, prosecutor? Perhaps one day you might indulge me. I think I'm now trying to like read this board, except I don't know how this is. That Cerberus piece a knight? Is it supposed to be a knight? I think I don't think it's check or mate check or anything. Blah, blah. Though you may find my game rather rudimentary, I only began after my arrival here, I'm afraid. What's that piece? A dog with 3 heads. Ah, yes, the dogs of war. You must forgive my little joke. Chess is, after all, a game of war. Soldiers, knights, castles. I feel like... Is it? Oh, okay. Interesting. Didn't know that about Mongolian. Huh. I mean, I guess there's like also, I think it's called Go. I think it's Go, which is the Japanese game. It's like, it's not one-to-one Chinese. No, wow. It's not one-to-one chess or checkers or anything, but similar game board, and like each piece is like a samurai or something, I think. So, I mean, not maybe. I'm just surprised Ace Attorney didn't go that route. But then again, it's since I want to say after the original trilogy, they did their best to try to be Japanifornia instead of just generic America, then Japan, then whatever. All doing their utmost to protect the king. All loyal to the last. I have always thought it strange that such a game has no place for a dog. So I made one. After all, what more loyal weapon could an army call upon? Oh man, you would fit right into Ferelden. I would love to see you with a Mabari. No, we have not. We probably won't till like endgame, honestly. But welcome, BB. Huh. I need to look at some of these Mongolian games. Yet it's simply a piece I made for fun. Fear not, I play by the regular rules. And with the regular pieces. But I want to know, did your Cerberus replace a knight? I can't imagine it's easy finding opponents to play here in prison, though. Oh, I have my correspondence. Correspondence chess, then. Sharing moves by post. Yeah, I hope... I seem to remember his character development is pretty good. And probably, like, the best development we can get in the game. But I also... That was the fan translation. We'll see how the real translation goes. Oh, that'd be awesome. Thanks, Muffin. Yes, even prisoners are allowed to send and receive letters. Their contents are expected, of course. Although, I have yet to receive the details of my current opponent's next move. Why are we calling it dog and not Cerberus when that's obviously Cerberus? Sounds like this current opponent isn't a resident here. I suppose you know the identity of the deceased, Mr. Canis? His name was Bronco Knight, was it not? Poor, unfortunate soul. You keep your ear to the ground. My ears are all I have, Mr. Edgeworth. Why am I not surprised that he's plunged into the prison's information network? He's plugged into the prison's information network. I mean, plunged as well, really, honestly. But perhaps he was not so unfortunate after all. What do you mean? Mr. Knight's crime was a grave one. A crime for which he would not have been made to pay... What? A crime for which he would have been made to pay dearly anyway. The attempted assassination of a president. That is no small matter. Oh, dang. Mongolia is just playing 3D chess over there. 40? 5D? Attempted assassination.
Wait, Mr. Edgeworth, did Mr. Knight...
Yes, we proved that he murdered his team leader and that there was no attempt on the president's life. Could it be... Are they attempting to cover up President Wong's fake assassination scheme? Whoa, whoa, whoa there, cowboy. You're saying the Bronxster didn't actually have a pop at the press? I was hired to defend him on the charge of attempted murder.
You mean you don't know what really happened? So what? They just blamed the whole assassination thing on Mr. Knight?
It would explain why the committee was so keen to get involved and get me the fuck out.
Of course! They took you off the case to try to keep you away!
And swapped in that wiener kid. Okay. The winner just became pretty good if we could get away with calling him Wiener. Okay, yeah, we can't make up nicknames with the best. But the Wiener. To push through an attempted murder charge.
In other words, they're trying to cover up the truth. How dare they? It's almost like it's the dark age of the law or something.
Oh, I gotta get a drink of water. Hold on. Oh, gosh. Ah! Oh, Fender. So they really were trying to frame him. According to the guards, this night, was it? They tell me he was violently insistent that he had attempted no assassination, which would have come out anyway when the case went to trial. I am no expert in legal matters, but allow me to say this one thing. I know for a certainty that he would not have been the first inmate imprisoned on false pretenses. Ugh. An uncomfortable fact, but a fact nonetheless. Yes, Helmut. Yes, it is, yes. Hearing, trying to do that voice while doing the puppy dog oh my god, that's hard. The courtroom is not always the bastion of truth you believe it to be, Mr. Edgeworth. No bastion of truth, huh? I've heard something to that effect before. Yes, from a certain Interpol agent who doesn't have much faith in prosecutors. And once upon a time from my boyfriend. You're not twisting the truth behind those closed courtroom doors too, are you? Fueled by that kind of thinking, is it any wonder that courts produce nothing but falsities and lies? Sorry, but the truth doesn't need the likes of you to distort it today. I never was able to fully dispel his mistrust of prosecutors. The poor sap. Even Helmut understands, don't you, Helmut? Yes, you do. The truths revealed in court and your deductions. It is dangerous to trust either implicitly. But I am not bitter. You are not the first to make me a subject of unfounded suspicion in recent days. So Sawwit saw the dog, like, biting down on Knight's neck. But it's unclear if that was the killing blow, or if the dog was just there and doing something weird, or we don't know. Though, this dog is the seeing eye dog for an assassin. So, he might be. You are not the first. Oh, I've read this. Haha. In fact, I was visited by another prosecutor only yesterday. He was accompanied by a judge. She was weird. Excuse me. Oh, gosh. They even dragged the warden along. Her distaste for me lingering unspoken in the air. Just a second. Need another drink. Oh, his neck brace. Yeah, it could have been him trying to break through it to, like, help him breathe or something. I don't know. I don't know what seeing eye dogs are trained on. And also assassin dogs. Don't know.
Not those two again.
Prosecutor Winner. I almost read that as wiener. Thanks, you. Thank you, Fender. And Judge Gavel. They went over my cell with a fine-tooth comb, but they left empty-handed. They were looking for the murder weapon, I believe. To no avail. But I mustn't take it personally. Rumor has it that they searched every cell in the prison and still failed to find what they were looking for. I pray they weren't too disappointed. Well, that posed more questions than it answered. What do we do now? Sawwit's testimony is flimsy at best. I'll need more proper evidence if I want to take Canis on. Oh, we're taking him on? Okay. Well, I think that's quite enough chit-chat for one day. Helmut will show you out. Good boy, Helmut. Go on now. Oh, God. He's not showing us out permanently, right?
Let's get out of here! Come on!
Edgeworth not running. Oh, damn. That's still... Wow. I'd enter. Being able to go to the cinema for free forever, that's some intense shit. Sorry, I just realized, ooh, I should probably pull up my guide just to be safe and ready for when bullshit happens, because bullshit always happens. Every time we play this game. Until next time, Mr. Canis. It does pain me that our brief time must end, just as we were becoming reacquainted. I await your return, Mr. Edgeworth. Good. No fear of the dog. Just, oh, what the fuck, hey? What are you doing, girl? Now to gather the evidence I need to bolster my case.
Hey, Mr. Edgeworth, I'm stuck.
That's the best hiding spot she could find. It's all right, Kay. You can come down now. Where's Fender?
He ran off somewhere. I have no idea he could move that fast.
Fender. Someday I'll get your name in my brain instead of the other name.
So, what do we do now?
You and I will continue the investigation, and I know just where to start. By solving that one particular mystery that's been dogging us this whole time. Ooh, nice. Hopefully, hey, I'll pray for that luck to hit ya. Knight's body was found in one of the prison workshops, but he was presumably being detained in one of the detention center's holding cells. So how did he wind up on the other side of those heavy security doors? Let's start by investigating the holding cells.
And Mr. Knight's room, right? But, what about Mr. Fender?
I'm sure he'll find us when he's ready.
Sure, but he is kind of our boss, isn't he? Oh well.
Who cares about him? You shouldn't worry about him, Kay. Don't even spare him a thought. He earned 1 point. He's already at -2 at the moment. The victim's cell is just over there.
Lead the way, Mr. Edgeworth.
What? I have just had about had it? Who's that? I'm confused. Oh, it's her. I get to have a fun voice. Hooray! Warden Lagarde. She must have come from the corridor marked no entry. He's still not talking, ma'am. Even with the evidence you borrowed from the precinct? No, and I've tried so many times I've lost count. What am I supposed to do? I can't send in a blank report. I guess a killer for hire was always going to be a tough nut to crack. A killer for hire? Oh! I couldn't help overhearing, Warden Lagarde, but were you just talking about... God damn, that name. Bohidhar Makanis. My, were you listening? How very gauche of you. A girl's privacy is her armor, you know. Do you normally conduct interrogations of the man yourself? Oh, it's not just him, darling. I try to have the occasional tete-a-tete with everyone, you see. That's what it means to be a member of the family in our home, in this little home of ours. Now give me a hug. There isn't a person who hasn't made the pilgrimage to my office at least once. What do you do to them in there? Your office? How sweet. He's angling for an invite. Well, I suppose it is the hottest ticket in town. Madam, please. I'm gay. It's down this corridor here, darling. But FYI, I don't let just anybody wander in willy-nilly. Let's see, that would put it right around here. It's a wonderful room, if I do say so myself. All my guests rave about it. And who wouldn't want a view of my fabulous garden in the yard? Oh la la.
Yard?
Oh my gosh, hold on. My throat has decided, nope, you need water. I'm a lot better than I was last week, but my throat is still, holy shit.
The yard? If it isn't anything like the rest of the place, it's probably full of adorable animals, right? Can I see?
No! Oh, darling, it's so sweet of you to take an interest, but I'm afraid that's just not possible.
Why not?
Because you're not a member of our home. Right? Damn it, Fender. If you want to see it that badly, you'll just have to get convicted for doing something unspeakable. That's a rather steep price to pay. Oh, but just listen to me chattering away like there's no tomorrow. It's time for Allie's lunchy brunch. What? The poor dear will be dying. Allie? The sweetest little dear in all the world. I know I shouldn't have favorites, but you know how it is. Now to the yard with me. Ciao for now, darlings. I wanted to ask her more about Canis, but she dominated that conversation from start to finish. Let us go investigate the victim's cell, shall we? I don't know what is happening. Hello. Seems comfy in here, I guess. So this is Knight's cell.
When do we think he was brought in, Mr. Edgeworth?
It would have had to have been the evening of the 25th, just after the events at the lake. And then at some point, he wound up in the prison proper. But how? There must be some evidence here that will point us in the right direction.
All right, let's get looking, Mr. Edgeworth.
Hello. Oh, hi. Reflected in the mirror is...
A security camera! A great thief's greatest enemy! Nothing about this place is very thief-friendly, but if I'm being honest.
I think that might be entirely deliberate, Kay. You idiot. God, arrest this woman. I'd like you to retrieve the footage from this security camera and review it as carefully as you can. If you see anything out of the ordinary, inform me immediately. Yes, sir! Ah! Okay. Hello. A second chance at life. Making money while serving time. You'll laugh tomorrow. An anthology. Understanding animal emotions, life as a pet stylist, 200 days to freedom, an escape story. There's like 3 volumes of that. What the fuck? And then a menu? I mean, yeah, man, they get good prison food, I think. I must scour the scene. I want to know about this shit.
Ooh, what's a menu doing here, Mr. Edgeworth?
It seems that those held in the detention center are able to choose what they'd like to eat each day. If they can afford it, that is.
Money makes the world go round, I guess. But does that make life super easy for rich detainees?
Well, Kay, bear in mind that the people held in these cells haven't been found guilty yet. Some of them don't deserve to be punished. Quite a few of them, in fact.
So you're saying it's fine that people with money don't have a hard time of it as everybody else?
How did I wind up defending the practices of the detention system? That was fucking douchey of me. What the fuck? Hello. Another. Grab a drink of water.
Hey, look at this weird piece of paper.
There's some sort of grid on it. Let's take a closer look. What the fuck? Okay. The grid appears to be a chess diagram. The victims, I suppose.
What's a chess diagram?
I didn't think I'd have to explain this. A visual representation of a game of chess? See how the locations of all the pieces are marked? There seems to be a closely fought contest, but perhaps if this pawn... No, wait.
Not now, Mr. Edgeworth. This is no time to be playing games.
Yes, I suppose you're right. This isn't the first time I've seen this configuration of pieces. It was from a different perspective, but it was definitely the same game. Oh, yeah. Yeah, this is... Yeah, that's right. The white is... Prison proper potato. Take a look at the other evidence in my possession. Yeah, how do I just have a... Okay, I just have a picture of the board. Okay. Deduce, I guess. The board. Yeah, I have... Ah. Oh, that's only for the dog chess piece. Okay. So, hold on. Hey, yeah, where the fuck is the Cerberus piece? Okay, hold on. I gotta figure out where that fucking is on the board. Okay, so the pawn above the bishop, and it's 1, 2, 3 over from that pawn. Okay. Hello. 1, 2, 3. Hi. Where's the dog piece? This chess game. I've seen it before.
Enough with the chess chat, Mr. Edgeworth. We're supposed to be investigating here. Focus!
I am investigating. This particular bit of chess chat could prove to be vital. Now, take a look at this. Can you tell me what it is?
It's the chess set we saw in Mr. Candace's cell. But, I don't really know the rules of chess, so...
The rules of the game are not important here. What is important are the positions of the pieces. Compare the ones in Mr. Candace's cell with these. Do you notice anything?
Oh, I don't know which piece is which or anything, but if you turn the diagram like this, there are pieces in the same squares.
Indeed. There's no dog on the diagram, but that's to be expected. Apart from that, however, the positions of the pieces are identical.
And what does that tell us?
As unlikely as it may seem, Mr. Candace's chess opponent was... He told us that. He told us. Why is this a surprise? Why do we have to... What? Whatever.
Mr. Knight?
This could just be the proof we need to show that Mr. Candace had a connection to the victim. I mean, the fact that he fucking told us is proof enough, but whatever. Whatever. Where is G6? Yeah, you could only move the... Yeah, okay. Interesting. Oh, I can still look more out there? No, that's what I thought. The bowl is nice and spotless. And there are no signs that the toilet paper has been used. Everything seems to be in order with this toilet here.
What? Are you serious?
Why? What's wrong?
There's no door. There's not even a curtain. Whoever designed this place should have thought a little more about the people who have to live here.
I think there might be a reason behind the open plan layout. Standard barred window. No signs of it having been tampered with. I don't think there's any chance our killer escaped through here.
Ha! Must remember to bring something to saw through iron bars with.
They usually take those away, Kay.
As they say, fail to prepare, prepare to fail. Glad I got the chance to scope this place out.
Kay, we're investigating a crime scene, not preparing for your eventual escape. Which I won't let you do. Let me look at the bed.
Start with this. Hey, look! This newspaper's got a chunk of it missing.
You're right. A few of its pages have been roughly torn out. But why?
Maybe Mr. Knight wanted to clean his cell, but didn't have a cleaning cloth?
Not a totally implausible theory, I suppose. But who were trying to clean their cell? I mean, look at that. There's something different about this spot here.
This part of the floor is weirdly clean. Did somebody wipe it down or something?
I'll logic that later. Why would someone only do the part right next to the bed, though? Hello. This must be the Knight's suit jacket.
So I've been doing some research of my own.
Oh? And what have you discovered? It better not be stupid.
I discovered that guys who look good in suits tend to be popular with the ladies.
Okay, this sounds stupid.
But don't worry! Guys with frilly neck ruffles are next on my research list.
He is wearing a suit, you know. Please stop. For the love of all that is holy. This bed doesn't look very comfortable. But that pillow cover is very clean. Spotless, in fact.
I bet this is the kind of bed Gummy sleeps in. I can just picture it, can't you?
No. I sense he's more of a mattress on the floor type. Sadly, that's always what I've imagined. My poor Gummy. Why is there a ball and chain on the leg of the desk? Well, I mean, I guess they don't want you to pick up the desk? I don't know. This part of the floor has been wiped clean.
Maybe he spilled some grape juice.
Who knows? But we can certainly imagine what he used to do the wiping. The torn out pages of that newspaper.
Why wouldn't he just ask a guard for a cloth or something, though?
Perhaps he didn't want anyone to see what he was wiping up. Dun dun dun. Oh, okay. I feel like I learned nothing, but that's okay. I think we've about exhausted this cell. We've made significant progress by establishing a connection between Mr. Canis and the victim. Something he established for us, but that's fine. This is bad, sir! Is that the guard? The security camera footage, sir. I watched it and... What is it? Can you show it to us? Yes, sir. I have a small playback monitor with me. And what are you waiting for? Let's see it. Whoa! 3D models! Oh my god! Oh my god! What's that?
That black thing! It's that dog, right?
Until now, our assumption was that the crime had taken place inside the prison proper. It seems that assumption may have been wrong. Knight had actually been attacked in this location. The cell, I guess? I'm going to just do that, because I actually don't know which cell I'm in. Right here in the detention center. And the perpetrator was indeed Mr. Canis's dog. This is just the evidence we need. And if this was where Knight was actually murdered, and one of the pieces of evidence we found here in this cell takes on a whole new meaning. If Knight's cell was the crime scene, which piece of evidence takes on... I mean, I guess the thing I just found of the wiped floor. The floor of Knight's cell was wiped clean, presumably to remove something. Could that something have been his blood? Yeah, a newspaper will do a whole heckin' good job. Thank you, officer. Would you mind doing me one more favor? Name it, sir. There's a detective by the name of Gumshoe somewhere in this facility. I need you to give him a message. Tell him to have this cell tested for traces of blood and to report the results to Edgeworth. You got it, sir. Yeah, no, I don't. That footage is not... It's not it. It's not it. Hold on. I'm gonna look at that shit again if it'll let me. It won't let me. Okay.
Now we can really go after the Canis guy, right, Mr. Edgeworth?
No, not yet. We still don't know how Knight and the dog moved between his cell and the prison proper.
Right, so that's what we need to figure out next. What's the play, Coach? Where are we off to?
I suspect one of the guards might know something. We should ask those posted nearby and see what they have to tell us. It's the lady's weasels. Oh, that, you know, or it could be any of the animals, honestly. Oh my goodness. Water bottle, don't break on me.
Okay, time to get at...
Hey! I didn't know you showed up this early in the game. Thanks for the tour. Later. Oh, you took those off fast. You're like, nah, I'm not even going to do this long-winded. Well, Mr. Prosecutor and his little friend. I didn't expect to run into you here. Must be my lucky day. This is Agent Shilong Lang of Interpol. He was in charge of a case I worked on 2 weeks back. I thought he had gone home to Zhang Fa after that, but here he is. The pig don't got that kind of jump. You had some business to take care of, I take it, Agent Lang? You could say that. Nothing that need concern you, though.
First a black hound and now a wolf all in black. Hey, wait, why are you all alone today?
Kay? What the fuck, Kay? You know why he's alone. You know what the... Do you not remember anything from the last game? Holy shit, you bitch! That's true. Oh, I guess that's... Okay, never mind. I jumped the gun on Kay. I thought she was specifically talking about Sheena, not his army of men. He's usually accompanied by an army of police officers. I hear you were at it again a couple days back. Sticking your nose into things. Couple of days back? Ah, he means the incident with the president of Zhangfa. Actually, I had thought you might be there as well, heading up the security detail. Huh, our president doesn't have much faith in the efficiency of his own country's police force. Maybe now we'll think twice before using contractors again. Amateurs. Agent Lang doesn't have much faith in prosecutors or the courts to do their jobs right. Which is why he's so meticulous about investigating with his hand-picked cream-of-the-crop officers. Indeed, no doubt things would have turned out differently had you and your men been in charge. My men, huh? Yeah, those guys aren't around and... What? Are they dead? What the fuck? Wait! What? They're not. It's funny, isn't it? I'm a real lone wolf now. What are you saying, Agent Lang? What on earth happened? Are they dead? Were they fired? Are you fired? I told you. It doesn't concern you. See you around, Mr. Prosecutor. Okay, bye.
Wow, he seemed Not okay.
Yes, and I would very much like to know why. But there's nothing we could do about it right now. We'll worry about Agent Lang later. We have an investigation to conduct.
All right, let's start by talking to these guards.
Hello. Okay. Hello. That's not... These are the guards' lockers. I didn't mean to look at them, but we might as well.
I bet they keep their uniforms in there. Snacks, too.
Snacks? Really?
Well, that's what I'd keep in there if it were me.
You know that not everyone is you, though, right? Okay, we're not just copies of each other. Oh man, I am in so much trouble. What's the matter? You seem perturbed. Oh, well, you see, one of my uniforms is missing. I could have sworn it was right here in my locker.
Did it grow a pair of legs and run off somewhere?
The uniform does have legs, okay? It's pant legs. But they can't... No. Where in the world did that idea spring from?
Anyway, I hope you track it down soon. I'll be rooting for you.
Thanks. I appreciate it. Hello. Oh, there we go. I was wondering, have you seen an enormous black dog wandering around here recently? That thing? No way. If I had, I'd... Well, let's just say I'd be a lot more nervous about standing guard here.
So, do you and this dog have some kind of history or something?
Now, Kay. You should know when to let sleeping dogs lie. By the sound of it, Canis's dog hadn't been spotted on this side of those heavy security doors. How odd! Oh. Hey, are those my faithful assistants I see before me? Fender, where exactly have you been? Where have I been? I've been looking for you two. Been searching high and low. Wandering lonely... What? Lonely. Sure, wandering lonely through the prison halls. It was terrible, I tell you.
But the prison's over there on the other side of the facility, boss.
Fender, you suck. So listen, I just got the lowdown on some seriously dynamite material. You want to hear it, right? Right? Seamless. I was chatting with a few of the guards and they told me something très interessant. Turns out the Bronxster had himself a little incident 2 days ago. Pre-mortem, if you catch my drift. An incident? Simeon told you he came to visit his pal, right? What happened right after they wrapped up? When Bronco was being escorted back to his cell. That is... Man, you're a smarmy bitch. It was just one guard and he was handcuffed, obs. They made it back to the guard. Whoa, I didn't click. Oh, okay. I'm gonna read that again. Come back here. They made it back and the guard was taking off his cuffs when the Bronxster clobbered him. Knocked the poor guy out cold. Sounds like it might have been the prelude to a jailbreak. Because when the other guards showed up, they couldn't find their comrades' keys. Were there any rumblings about Knight attempting an escape? That's the bit that fries the old noggin. There were none. He just sat in his cell, then turned up dead. And what's more, he swore right to the end that he never stole the keys. Oh, what if the dog bit him because he was hiding the keys in his neck brace, and the dog was retrieving the keys for Canis. They turned his cell inside out too, but no dice. The guard who was struck, what did he have to say? Nothing. Poor guy was still out when they took him to the hospital. Jesus. Word is, he's still there. Fuck, Knight. What the hell? So there's nobody around to tell us what really happened. It's you losers. That's all we need. Deweener! Why are you still hanging around here like a bad smell? Hey there, little buddy. Listen, Miles here is working with me now as an associate. nonsense. They're all just here to cause trouble and turn my investigation into a fart. Wow, they made you worse than I thought. Jesus. Oh, wow. Okay. Eustace means farce, of course. A simple slip of the tongue. Seemed like a reasonably apt choice of words to me. Judge Cavell, great to see you again. I know who you are. You are Simeon Saint's attorney. Guilty as charged. Now that we've broken the ice, how about a friendly... I will kill you. Or not. I'm totally cool either way. Now, did I hear you correctly? That Mr. Edgeworth has joined the defense team?
Yup, and me too. We're officially employees of Edgeworth & Co.
But a prosecutor is a public servant. You would draw your sword on the goddess to work for personal gain? I feel like I'm talking to a D&D player. Like a paladin or cleric player. Or even just like an NPC of like a temple. Like, Darkness Rising, if any of you have ever seen that little movie. Just how they talk about, Theron, goddess of light. It's like, the goddess, our goddess. It's not a problem if I'm not getting paid, though, correct? Exactly what he said. Miles here is just a volunteer. We're all about the pro bono stuff over at Edgeworth & Co. How wonderful. So you all work without reward? The goddess would surely approve. Yeah. I'm a regular philanthropist. Judge Cavell, I was hoping to ask about the grounds for Simeon Saint's arrest. That information is on a need... Is that a challenge? He does! Oh my god, you're right! And by the way, hi, Valuta. Finally, Gumshoe. You have a higher pay than Edgeworth. Hold on to that for as long as you can before Eustace here just makes you go pro bono. No, I was just asking Judge Cavell. Oh my god, I just realized they both have an extendo thing. What the fuck, you nerds? Ah! I'm always ready for a little verbal combat to show you what it takes to be a real winner. Oh my god, I hate you. How is it verbal combat if you won't let me speak? Still, this could prove useful. Are we about to enter the chess dimension? I'm not ready. Fine, we'll do as you suggest. Now, if you could begin by telling us why Mr. Saint was arrested. There will be no need for that. Oh dear. Not now, Cavell. Watch and wonder. As I put this pathetic prosecutor in his place, he's going to run rings around... What? I don't think that's what you meant, kid. Holy shit. This brat. He's going to run rings around me. I think you meant to say that you would be the one running rings around me. And I will. So badly that your ears will be ringing. Prepare to be humbled, Edgeworth. Okay, good. It's not the chess dimension at least. Jesus. You want to know why I arrested that man? It's simple. Simple. I found evidence. Evidence of him all over that thing. What? How's that for some winning? My god, I hate him. What the shit? I didn't read it. I'm sorry. Hold on. Come back. Because he's just an idiot. How's that for winningly inconvertible... Conclusive proof! Fucking hell! I hate him. I hate him so much. I found someone worse than Kay. Oh my god. Is he actually worse than Kay though? I don't know who I hate more. Oh my god. And who saw the truth first? Why, me, of course. Winner by name, winner by nature. Fuck me. Yep, God, children. Children who have yet to experience the world. Where do I even begin? Holy shit. Look at you, utterly lost for words in the face of such mastery. I'll take your silence as yet another win. I had so many little, okay, when I was working at the elementary school, I swear to God, every year, as soon as the kids hit 5th grade, like, let's see, okay, if there was there was like 3 classrooms a grade, so at least about half of one of those classes would just, the boys in those classes would metamorphosize into this. And anytime I'd have to get after them for being stupid at recess or just being dicks to other kids, they would say the stupidest shit to me. And I would just look at them. And then they would go, your silence means I won, or something like that. I'm like, oh my God, I want to strangle you. But that would get me, I would lose my job. God. Honestly, does he ever shut up? I have never been more one with you, Edgeworth. I've never agreed with you more, man. I pray to God that Kay and Eustace don't team up at any point. I don't think I could handle it. You said you were the one who arrested Mr. Saint, but do you even have the authority to do so, Mr. Winner? Well, obviously it was the police who actually arrested him. But I told them to do it, so I think I can claim the credit, don't you? Of course, that's what he meant. This is clearly going to take a while. A shame, really. Given that I'm much more interested in what Judge Gavelle is silently thinking over there. She looks ready to, like, she wants to kill Eustace. I think she's got stuck on babysitting duty and she hates every second of it. She's just covering it up really well. Tell me more about the thing. I'd love to know more. Actually, nope, I don't. I don't want to know more about that movie. That was seeing it once was traumatizing enough for me. Evidence of him was all over that thing. Could you be a little more specific, Mr. Winner? Do I really have to spell it out for you, Edgeworth? I'm waiting for this idiot to just sound like Gary from Pokemon in the 90s. Just smell you later. Just being an absolute pest. I'd hoped even you could put 2 and 2 together. Stop messing around. What? Oh, the onus is on you to provide a comprehensible testimony. Come now, Eustace. I'm sure Mr. Edgeworth and his friends would be very interested to learn how you cracked the case. They certainly look keen to hear about it. How old are you, madam? Hold on. I'm sorry. No, okay. I mean, she can just, yeah, you can be just as bratty. It's only like a 9-year difference. Oh yeah, I forgot about you. Hi. I'm glad that, like, if a character's ever above the age of 50, they're just like, we don't fucking know. He's just his mom. Oh my God. Now, dear, and hands him like a packet, like a little candy bar, like, dear, calm down. Actually, no, she wouldn't even give him like sugar. It'd be like a fucking homemade fruit leather. Fine, if you insist. I'll fill in the gaps. I'm starting to sound like Sonic a little bit. Shit. I don't want to give him Sonic's voice. He's an accident! Oh no! That's a really big accident at 9! Jeez. Oh my God. Oh God. I'm gonna go with accidental adoptal. Like, she was just like signing papers as a judge. And just like Eustace's real mom, like, was like her fucking clerk and snuck in adoption. She stamps and she's like, shit! Is it your problem now, bitch? Brace yourselves because this is gonna blow your tiny little minds. I bet you didn't even know, but the victim had, wait for it, a chess set with him. And that chess set was covered in the fingerprints of a certain Mr. Simeon Saint. Praise be to the goddess of justice for the insight she offers. And congratulations once again, Eustace. Don't... Cavell. Holy shit. I liked you in the fandom. Like, you were annoying, but like, the people I watched like clips of, they did a good job of selling me you as a character. Now that I'm getting to read your dialogue, like, as is, holy fuck, I hate you. You would not object to Eustace amending his testimony, I trust, Mr. Edgeworth? No, by all means, please do. Jesus Christ. The dad, this boy was, he just appeared. He just appeared, I think is what happened. She's just minding her own business, praying to the goddess of justice in her fucking shrine chamber at home, and then just, there he is, and she's like, oh, a gift from the goddess, and raised him. That's what I'm going with now. Mr. Saint's fingerprints were right there, all over the victim's chest set. Yeah, yeah, because he brought it to him, you dipshit. Of a one-night stand with the goddess of justice. So the fingerprints on the chest set are the ace up your sleeve. The what up my what? Oh yeah, the chest set up the ace's sleeve. Oh my god. Oh my god. Sir, how many times? I'm not questioning whether you were, because I know you were, but how many times were you dropped on your head? And not even as a baby, just how many times have you hit your head on something? The floor, a wall, the air. Holy shit. That's right, Edgeworth. I got a winning hand, as usual. Because I'm the winner. Only your winning hand is a busted flush. For you see, if it was Simeon Saint who brought that chess set to the victim in the first place. Therefore, it is only natural that his fingerprints are all over it. You crazy, crazy child.
Yeah.
The lesbian nightstand that gave them an unholy child. Oh, God. I just realized, I think I forgot to examine something in this. That's gotta, I think. Hold on. I just gotta double check. Get it. Yes. Thank you. No. No, I've checked all this. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, okay. That took a while to sink in. This idiot. In conclusion, those fingerprints aren't proof of anything, and Mr. Saint's arrest was premature. Premature? Like my birth. The incident took place here within the walls of this facility, and being neither a guard nor a prisoner, it makes very little sense to suspect Mr. Saint. Oh! Oh! What now? What? What the fuck?
I think you might be the premature one here, Mr. Edgeworth. And to think you were the one accusing me of being hasty.
Did you only just work out what that word means?
Sure, I identify Mr. Saint as a suspect faster than pretty much anybody else.
God, I wish they drew you with a bigger nose, because that's what you are, boy. So those, like, old 90s anime things of, like, the big nose things. Oh, fuck, dude.
And I won the race when it came to picking out the crucial evidence, too. I'm quick on the draw, you see. But hasty? Not at all. You're right that Mr. Saint isn't a guard or a prisoner here, but he was.
Eustace. Judge Gavell.
But Gavell, I have him right where I want him.
Forgive me, Eustace, but if I may, while the particulars of the suspect are indeed fascinating, don't we have something a little more impressive to share with the prosecutor? Something more impressive? If you wouldn't mind, Mr. Edgeworth, Eustace made an ingenious deduction concerning the murder weapon. Perhaps you would like to hear it. God, you are his mom.
Yes, of course, that! Well remembered, Gavel. Listen to this, Edgeworth, and prepare to be amazed.
No! Stop! Will this ingenious deduction explain why Mr. Saint was arrested?
No! Let's just say you won't be disappointed.
Judge Gavel deliberately diverted the conversation away from my line of questioning. What exactly is she up to? Because obviously this child couldn't do shit! The goddess is just in their home, just thinking to herself, why did Gavel let us keep that damn child?
Fact 1. The murder weapon was some sort of metal blade. Fact 2. Potentially deadly blades are strictly controlled within the prison walls, as we both know. From these two facts, I concluded that the weapon in question must have come from outside. It must have been hidden inside the chess set. That's what I think anyway. And since the only prints we found on the chess set belonged to the victim and the suspect...
Did you never open the fucking box?
I'd say it's blindingly obvious who brought the weapon in and used it, wouldn't you?
God, I need Flays. She does such a good bitch boy voice. Just like I'm trying to like emulate it. I can't do it.
Another winning deduction brought to you by
Try that again. Holy shit.
Brought to you by one winner, Eustace, prosecutor extraordinaire.
More like one winner, useless prosecutor extraordinaire, if you ask me.
How could anyone even hide a weapon inside that chess set? Good question. Why don't you take a look for yourselves?
Inside the chessboard. Suppose there's only one way to find out. Oh, you're gonna make... Okay. I've already done this, but sure, we could do it again. Okay, open the fucking mouth.
That laugh is really something.
He seems pretty convinced the weapon was hidden in here somewhere. Better take a closer look. Oh. Huh. What? The stiff lining at the top opens like a flap door.
Oh, there's plenty of room in there.
Indeed. More than enough to hide something like a small knife. Fuck. Good job, Eustace. I didn't think you'd actually have found that. Shit.
Ingenious, no? The killer snuck the weapon in by...
Oh. Huh.
Huh? What do you mean, huh? Let me finish, will you?
I fear you've not been listening, Mr. Winner. Or perhaps you've simply forgotten. The detention center is outfitted with a security gate.
Huh? I mean, yeah, and?
I did love making the bitch cry. The security gate also acts as a metal detector, Eustace. We must pass through another one on the way into the prison itself, remember?
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Of course I remember.
Stop babying him, woman! Nope, okay, it's official. These two are worse than Kay. Kay is annoying and can be a little stupid. But at least she's not, like, an actual member of law enforcement. And then there's these fuckers. What the shit? What do you mean he's past the bar? What do you mean? He definitely didn't. It would have been impossible to smuggle a metal blade through such a gate and into the facility, which would seem to blow a rather large hole in your reasoning, Mr. Winner.
What do you mean, bitch?
That gate is only used to scan people. I have played every game of Ace Attorney except this one. There is some stupid bullshit in other games. like the country of spirit mediums, where whatever the spirit medium says the dead say is taken as the fact, even if it's mistaken or the victim didn't see the killer or whatever. Yes, please train Kay to bully that child, that little bitch. Thank you. Take care of, you'll raise Kay to be a better person. But like, that country was annoying. It was frustrating, but I knew it was another country of spirit mediums. Their laws are going to be different. This makes sense. This is fucking main country, Japanifornia. How are we this fucking stupid? I have never been so mad. I am like, I can feel my blood boiling. I kind of wish Luke played this with me now, because at least I could channel my rage into him. He'd be freaking the fuck out, and then I'd be like, okay, I could keep going. Ah! No. No. Any items they bring into the facility are at least subjected to a cursory check? It's a fucking prison! Ah! Ace Attorney, what the fuck? What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you... I'm not okay. I'm not okay. Oh my god. Are you telling me that the chest set wasn't put through the metal detector? What the fuck? TSA, which is fucking security theater, does more than you. What the shit? It should have been. Alas, it seems the guards have grown a little lax in that regard of late. No! The bullshit! Oh my god. Oh my god. I don't... I have not felt this rage on this channel since fucking playing pachinko for like 2 hours or whatever back in Nancy Drew when we pre-recorded everything. What the fuck? Very good. Thank you, Gavel. It was my pleasure. I'm dying inside. Now, Mr. Edgeworth, if you would be so kind as to begin your cross-examination. Cross-examination? It's like she's holding a trial. Well, no matter. Let's see how well this ingenious deduction of Mr. Winner's holds up, shall we? Jesus Christ. This is case 2. This is case fucking 2. Oh my god. I'm losing my shit. But no murder weapon was found at the crime scene. And there's nothing inside the chessboard either. I'm curious, Mr. Winner. Do you also have thoughts about where this weapon might be? Well, the perpetrator must have hidden it somewhere in the prison. Is there a problem with this claim? I'm pretty fucking sure there is. Jesus. Dinosaur King card games. I am terrible at card game video games. Yeah, as an example, you should go watch the little bit of Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories I played till I rage quit. I'm terrible at video game card games. So bad. They hid it somewhere inside the prison. That seems unlikely. In fact, I can prove that's not the case. Because you fucking already did that, and you found... fuck all. You idiot. What the fuck? Oh, it isn't a card game? Oh, I thought Dinosaur King card games, so I assumed. Oh, yeah, no, like, oh, if that's like, if that's anything like, I think it's, oh, shit. There's a game that Luke always has talked about on occasion. It's like Kingdoms of something on the GameCube. If it's anything like that, I'll probably, oh man, I don't know. I'd have to look it up. If anything, throw it in the recommends and me and Luke will look at it. I'm sorry to worry about your memory, Mr. Winner. Okay, maybe I could do it. Because that doesn't sound like too complicated, but I could see it getting crazy. Did you, the good judge, search the prison with Warden Lagarde? And didn't you fail to find a likely murder weapon? Ah! That Sprite. Oh my god. I need that on loop. Oh my god. Hold on. I'm just gonna watch my stream for a couple seconds. Hold on. I need to just... Give me a minute. I just need to see it one more time. Oh, that's so cathartic. Oh, I need that on loop forever. Just him slapping his own stupid face. Oh. Well, yes, but I guess we just missed it, that's all.
Wow, way to undermine yourself.
You're saying your search wasn't entirely thorough. You, the so-called winning rookie?
Stop making fun of me!
Oh, Jesus. Eustace? Calm yourself. Breathe deeply. Do not allow your opponent to get under your skin.
You're right! I'm a winner! Why should I let a third-rate loser like Edgeworthless here get under my skin?
Edgeworthless. Oh my god. Fuck you, Eustace. I'll thank you to leave my name out of this.
Well, I'm Kay Faraday, and I'm A-OK!
Shut up, Kay! Don't add to this! Not you too. Please.
Look, it's simple. Since my first-rate investigation didn't turn up any weapon, it means there wasn't one to find, which leaves only one possibility. The murderer took the weapon with him when he left the prison. That's why we couldn't find it when we looked. Obviously.
But what you are proposing is impossible. And this proves why the culprit couldn't possibly have taken the weapon out of the prison with them. I mean, yeah, if they were following the rules as normal, but you know. More memory trouble, Mr. Winner. Now you're forgetting things you yourself said. You fucking... Pretty please, recently enough. Ah!
Are you making fun of me again?
Oh, so you remember what I said? Good. You fucking idiot. Perhaps you would... I clicked too fast because I was raging. Perhaps you might have been better served by remembering this.
What's that?
Oh my god. Oh my god. This is so bad. Oh my god.
Wait, does he seriously not remember?
I'm with you, Kay. I don't know what is fucking happening. It would certainly seem that way. He's a goddamn. There is a security gate at each of the entrances to the detention center and the prison proper. You buffoon. You absolute nitwit. You nincompoop. You dumbass. Coming from the prison, anyone leaving the facility would have had to have passed through both of them. 2 gates, both fitted with metal detectors.
Oh, wait! Now I remember! Looks like he got his memory back. The fucking idiot.
So, as you can see, there is no way anyone could have taken a weapon out through both gates. And therefore, there is no way the murder weapon could have left the building. Oh, every fucking time that happens, that just feels so good. It feels so good. Is Thamu here? Hold on. What the fuck? I'm gonna just text Luke really fast. Just be like, why did you send Thamu here? What is Thamu doing here? Go the fuck away, Thamu. Thamu into my stream. This game is insane. Game is insane. Help. Cry. Oh my god. In which case, Mr. Edgeworth, perhaps you would care to tell us where you think the murder weapon might be. You know, so we can then take it as our own idea and just claim it for ourselves. Is it still here on the Oh, it is still here on the premises. That's the only plausible conclusion to be drawn. But we searched the prison from top to bottom and couldn't find anything. Because you were never going to find anything to begin with. Because you suck. Not when you were laboring under the misconception that it is a blade you were looking for. Have we even gotten the autopsy on the body? Hold the fuck on. Yeah, it's a stab wound, right? So, like, he's not wrong to have been... All of you are stupid!
Yeah, we know the truth about what happened to Mr. Knight. We've seen it with our own eyes.
That is quite a claim. I assume you have the evidence to support it, even though we refuse to give our own all the time. Wow, we're so good at the law. What is the weapon that was used to commit the crime? Take a look at this, Judge Gavel, and the weapon used in this case will become clear. Where is it? There it is. Go ahead. There you go. Befangels, I don't know what's happening anymore, BB. I'm losing it, man. I'm losing it. Oh my god. Oh my god. Ah. And we haven't even gone to the yard, and I know we go out to the yard. Oh my god, we've been here an hour. This is footage taken from a security camera trained on Knight's holding cell. Now watch it for yourselves and see. Hooray for a weird 3D. Oh god! The sound effect. The sound effect also just, mwah. That is, at least the Ace Attorney team knew, like, okay, this is rough. Here, let's just torture the child. Let's just give him a good slap in the face. What? But how? This footage captures the moment the victim was attacked by a black dog. It's a cryptid, you see. Excuse me. Sorry, just a second. Oh my god. More than sufficient proof of how he really died, wouldn't you say? Yes, it is certainly significant. At least you admit it, thank God. So now we know that Knight was in fact killed in his cell by a vicious dog. A dog that moved the victim's body to the prison workshop post-mortem. It was a dog in the mirror, you could see that? Shit, hold on, I'm actually gonna go back. I want to see that. I meant to look at the mirror, but I get distracted by, like, what is, like, the focus of the scene, which is, like, good, but also, like, okay. There we go. Here we go. Here we go. I'm watching the mirror. Watching the mirror. Oh, yeah, that is so a dog. That is so a dog. Hooray. We know this thanks to an eyewitness who saw the dog in the workshop when the body was discovered. Of course, I think we can all agree that there is no way the dog could have planned such a crime itself. Indeed, I fear it may be his handiwork after all. That's quite enough of that, Mr. Edgeworth. Judge Gavel, what the fuck? You are correct that this footage is an important piece of evidence. Oh, I got the hiccups all of a sudden. Shit. But it also raises an important new question. I don't know why I got an accent there for a second. Oh my god. My body's fighting me all of a sudden. Shit. One moment. I'm so sorry, guys. A question that I suspect you have also been asking yourself. She's right. There is one major problem with my version of the events. The black dog. The one that belongs to one of the inmates. How did it move between the holding cells and the prison proper at will?
Oh! You're smart, Mommy. How do we answer that one, Mr. Edgeworth?
The truth is, I don't know yet.
Of course not. Get it, Wonder Boy!
Sick 'em, Kay!
You didn't even notice there was a problem.
Until the defense provides an adequate explanation, the court cannot accept your line of logic. That is all. This court is adjourned. Shut the fuck up, woman. Oh my god. But wait, there's still so much more to explore. Court is no longer in session, Mr. Edgeworth. If you would be so kind as to leave the courtroom. This isn't the courtroom, you weirdo! What is happening? Court was never in session in the first place! Once again, this court is a... We may not have all the answers yet, but you haven't explained anything either regarding Mr. Saint. What do you mean? We don't have to prove anything, apparently, even though you always do as the prosecutor. I don't know the law. I just sleep with her. Just as we don't know yet how the dog made it into one of the detention center's holding cells, you can't know how Mr. Saint could have made it inside the detention center, let alone the prison either. He would have been allowed as far as the visitor's room to see his friend, but no further. So it's hard for me to conceive how he could have committed a crime in a place he had no access to. Judge Gavel, I believe it's your turn to provide some proof. Proof that Simeon Saint was able to enter the prison. Stop saying that in my face. You wish for the court to provide you with proof. Highly irregular, but very well. What? You actually have something? Now seems like as good a time as any. And I suppose you have been kind enough to share your own theories on the case. What's she building up to here? Mr. Edgeworth, I suspect you don't know what Mr. Saint does for a living, so allow me to fill you in. He is a circus performer. A what? Yes. Perhaps you've heard of the Barry... Oh. Oh, you are? I forgot you were in this game. Hi. Perhaps you've heard of the Barry Big Circus. Ah! Oh, yeah. That's the show they were all watching in the back was the Barry Big Circus. You see it now, I assume. As I am sure you are aware, a show was held yesterday for the prisoners' entertainment. A show featuring animals and performers, performed by members of the Barry Big Circus.
So, does that mean Mr. Saint?
Yes, Mr. Saint was allowed inside the prison as part of that show. A fact that has been confirmed beyond reasonable doubt. No! What the fuck? She held on to that fact until the last possible moment. What the hell? She let me run with my own theory, and only afterwards did she use it to reveal the truth. Wait. Woman, why'd you do it this way? Why not just let it happen? And then Edgeworth would have been like, oh shit, okay, sorry, I'll shut up. Unless you were trying to get like but you're the prosecutors. You don't have to get anything out of the defense, technically. Because I don't fucking know, dude. What the hell? I mean, yeah, I get, I don't know. I don't know why he didn't tell us. That must be why she steered him onto a different topic back then, too.
I got you good, didn't I, you third-rate prosecutor?
This has nothing to do with you. Fuck the right off. Don't you gabble me, child. Gentlemen, this court is well and truly adjourned. If I may offer a word of advice, Mr. Edgeworth, your conduct as a prosecutor is already in question. You would do well to remember that you were removed from this case for that precise reason. What are you trying to say? Just say it to my face, please. That the committee reserves the right to confiscate your badge at any time. Should you wish to retain it, you would do well to avoid crossing paths with us again. Is that a threat? The goddess of justice is compassionate, Mr. Edgeworth, but she is not endlessly forgiving. I should know. She hasn't talked to me in days. Oh, and one last thing. You are no defense attorney. Abandon this foolish pretense. Thank you for your concern, but I've done it once, I can do it again. But I do not abandon anything. What I start, I finish. Well, do try to remember that the two jobs are not one and the same, and that a defense attorney is expected to develop something of a bond with their client. Next time, finding out your client's real occupation might be a good place to start. That was mean of you. Now I really must be going. May the goddess of justice watch over you all. God, I hate you. I hate everybody.
So Simeon lied to us?
Not just to you two. Guy took me for a ride too. What's his deal? Whoa, whoa, whoa! You're not having second thoughts about all this, are you, Milesy boy? Sure, Judge Gavelle is a tough cookie, but that doesn't mean you can just give up the ghost. The defense never rests, as a wise man once said. And that goes for associates, too. I'm working you to the fucking bone. Don't worry, Fenta. I've no intention of resting. Nevertheless. Oh, sorry. Our assumption that Mr. Saint couldn't have entered the prison has been proven false. Which means we'll need to restart our investigation from square one, I'm afraid. Oh my god. That was rough. Okay. Can we finish this in the next 2 hours? I highly doubt it. You withheld information from me. Why? I didn't withhold anything. Or at least I didn't mean to.
Okay, so you are a member of the Berry Big Circus, right?
No, I mean, yes, but no. I'm not really a member. I'm still new. That's irrelevant. You're still a member. Oh, I killed him. Good. Honestly, just...
Let's try this again. Why didn't you tell us?
Because it would have looked so suspicious. Me being a performer in the circus show. And me being friends with Bronco. I thought that if anyone found out, nobody would believe I was innocent. Not even you, Kay. I thought I'd made it clear that I believed in you. But when you stare at me like that, I get so terrified. You're a real smooth operator, aren't you, Miles? Any other client scaring tips you want to share? You're really not helping, Fender. And at this rate, it sounds like we really will need to question him about everything all over again.
So, what do you do at the circus, Simeon?
I'm an animal tamer, kinda. I'm still learning the ropes.
That's so cool! Do you get to train lions and tigers and bears and stuff?
Lions? Tigers? Bears? Oh my god. I saw it coming, but I also didn't think they'd jump at it. No. I work with this little guy. Oh, hi, Money. I just realized I guess that's technically money. Looks pretty tame already to me. So you're not exactly a tamer. More like one of those old-timey organ grinders. Oh, hi, Money. It is Money! Oh my god! I never knew! Not now, Money. I'm trying to... Oh, you little scamp. Ah! Oh, you are tamed by the animals. Something tells me it's the organ grinder who's being monkeyed around. Sorry, Luke just got back to me. He's just very confused. So I'm just going to tell him I'll explain later. Oh, I didn't know that's how Thamu was spelled. I didn't know it was Thamu. My bad. Oh no, I just wanted to send a cry for help, but he doesn't let me. So, for fun fact, Thamu, it's spelled Thawmu, apparently. So, there you go, Edgelord fans. When we spoke to you before, you said you worked at a company. I was telling the truth. The circus really is a company. We all have titles and everything. The ringmaster's the CEO, and I guess you'd call me a gopher. I even have a line manager. She's head of the animal taming department. Part of the showbiz division. She's such an inspiration, and there isn't a creature in the world she couldn't convince to do her bidding. Even Miles here? I'd like to see somebody whip him into shape. I am not some kind of creature, Fender! Yeah, Thamu, yeah, it's apparently spelled Thawmu. Which, what? But, makes sense, being of chaos wouldn't be spelled correctly, I guess. Or maybe the spelling always changes. I don't know. So this line manager, was she working with you on the show? Yes, it was just us two. It wasn't all that big of a job compared to what we normally do. She's usually the one performing on stage, and I just do all the monkey work. Money tells me how to do it. Oh, the monkey's little face! Oh, the monkey! But I didn't have a big part I did have a bit part this time. So only 2 members of the circus are relevant to this case. Wow, that's... Alright then, hello. Alright, talk me through your movements here at the facility. Sure, I came to see Bronco around noon 2 days ago. And that was when you brought him the chess set. Yes, and that same evening I started work on setting up the stage in the yard. You look so pathetic. It was so hard, I had to haul everything in myself over multiple trips. Mon? Is it a monkey Digimon? Hold on, I'll Google it. Mon. Oh, that guy. Yeah, I've seen him. I can't remember. Oh, it was Digimon World 3? I don't remember. I've seen him in it, like, Luke playing a game. He's a cutie. He is a very cutie. They let us work in one of the rooms in the prison for storage. Workshop A, I think. Workshop A, where Knight's body was found.
You mean your boss didn't help you?
Oh no, I could never ask her to to schlep all that stuff around. Like I said, the monkey's work's my job. Once it was all set up, we did a run-through, and it must have been, midnight by the time I left. The next morning, I was back and ready for the show, which started at 8 a.m. Then we performed till 10? So Mr. Saint was the only one of the pair to have entered the room where the body was found. And Knight's body was found immediately after the show had ended. You're looking more sussy by the minute. Hi, Neptune! Money's a cutie. He was a pest God, he was annoying in Justice for All. Then again, the very big circus case is the worst case out of, like, out of all the original trilogy. I hated that case. Ugh. Do you have any idea why you were arrested? And why so quickly? I've never seen a guy get booked so fast. Surely even Lil Winner wouldn't wouldn't just pull somebody in on a hunch. I think he would. He's an idiot. Never underestimate the power of an underdeveloped intellect. I think I might know why. When I was moving all the stuff, I went to go see how he was doing. Bronco, I mean. You went into the holding cell on your own? Tell me you had permission. No, it wasn't a formal visit or anything. So I just sort of snuck over and hoped no one would stop me. Yeah, if you just act like you belong, people will ignore you. But you'd just seen him earlier the same day. Why take the risk? I've known him since we were kids, when both of us were all alone. He doesn't have any family, you see, just like me. I knew he'd be feeling lonely, and he'd want somebody to talk to, so I had to go see him. You don't have any family? For a while I had my dad, but he passed away when I was a little kid. Losing one's father as a child. I know that pain all too well.
It's just like you and me, Mr. Edgeworth. Our moms don't exist.
His boyfriend. There was nobody else nearby when you went to see him? No, the other holding cells were empty, and I didn't see any guards. Huh. Well, somebody must have seen you, or you wouldn't be in there. Oh, no. I messed up so bad, didn't I? So the assumption is that something happened while the two were alone together. At least I imagine that would be Winner and Judge Gavel's thinking. In any case, I think we'll need to speak to your boss next. Last I heard, she's supposed to be around today, too. Somewhere in the yard. Tell her I'm sorry, won't you? I'm so sorry. I can't believe I let this happen. Just right now. You missed utter chaos, Neptune. When everyone's IQ just went negative, you missed it. It was, oh my god.
Sure thing, Simeon. We're here for you. If there's anything else we can do, just say the word.
Well, but, I mean, there's nothing I can do for you in return.
You don't have to worry about that. We're friends. We know what it's like to be in your shoes. We're all part of the same club, after all. Right, Mr. Edgeworth? The No Dads Club.
Unfortunately so, I'm afraid. Thank you for sharing such personal details with us. By the sound of it, you had little reason to kill Knight. If anything, you're the one most affected by his passing. And what's more, I simply don't believe a person as gentle as you is capable of murder. Rest assured, we believe you, and we will get you out of here. Don't patronize me, Fender. The chip tray. Yeah. I felt like this one GIF that BioWare made that's kind of more of a reference to, I think it's Arrested Development or something. Or Parks and Rec, with like the mailroom conspiracy guy with his wall of papers and just looking insane. Except change that insanity to also add exasperation to it. That's what I felt. Well, what do we have here? A gosh darn defense attorney. That's what. Bravo, big guy. Can't believe I'm saying it, but you even reminded me of your old man for a moment there. I did? I'm like my father? From the Book of Gregory. An attorney is a friend to the friendless. Simeon, me bucko, this guy'll suffer any hardship for your friendship. Things are gonna be shiply amazing. Shut the hell up, Fender, with your stupid puns. I didn't realize Talk Like a Pirate Day had come early this year, Fender. What? I mean, yeah, he was doing some, but like, what are you fucking talking about? That's just the thing. You never know when a pirate will strike next. Anyway, kid, you want some candy? No, thanks. I don't like sweet stuff. Oh, huh. Bummer.
I wouldn't mind a nice ship myself. A great thief's galleon for the dread pirate Kate.
I almost said Kate, not Kay. Ugh.
Yahar, me hearties! We'll sail the 7 seas together and claim the greatest treasure of all, the truth!
Shiver me timbers, you two will be the death of me. Come on, let's sail for the prison yacht. Don't join in, Edgeworth. You're better than this. You don't even play into gumshoes games. What the fuck is this? But no sea shanties on the way, please.
Look, the shutter's open. Hooray!
That's the way out to the yard, I believe.
Let's go take a look. Come on, what are you waiting for?
Bye, Kay. Someone's excited. We gotta see a lot more walking. Oh, excuse me. So this is the famous yard. The circus performance was taking place here just before the body was discovered.
Check it out! It's like a backdrop to some epic festival!
Would you... Okay. Most of the prisoners were assembled here when the body was discovered. Which means that anyone who saw the show has an alibi. Alright, time to take a look around. Kay! I know we've adopted Kay, but I also gotta enjoy this a little bit. Just a little bit.
Stop hitting me! Help! Mr. Edgeworth!
Cease and desist, you beast!
Ah! Somebody! Ow! 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 Me! Stay, Isaiah! Stay! Who's that?
Hi, Regina! God, how long has it been, girlie?
Aw, you found a new friend to play with. Good for you, girl. Play with? Your foot nearly ate me! No way! She'd never do a thing like that. Isaiah doesn't even bite. At least not very often.
So she does have a taste for human flesh? Oh my god.
How did you like meeting a real live elephant up close? Aren't you glad you did? Yeah, glad I didn't die. But you did have fun, right? Right?
There, sweetie, don't cry. She had a wonderful time, didn't you, Kay? Don't mislead the poor girl, Fender. What the fuck?
She did? Oh, I'm so happy.
Here, let me make it up to you. How about a hug? How old is Regina at this point? Shit, I can't check. Get her! Yeah, get her! Yay! Keep your trunk to yourself!
Oh, another new friend. Isn't this just the best day ever?
I am Associate Defense Attorney Miles Edgeworth. Oh my gosh, I am so sorry. I haven't even introduced myself. I'm Regina. It's so nice to meet you. Yeah. Oh, Regina. Oh, Regina. Do I have her age now? Not yet. Okay.
I'm Kay, great thief extraordinaire, and Mr. Associate Defense Attorney's great associate.
This self-introduction brought to you by the word convoluted.
And your elephant's newest friend is Mr. Fender, the defense attorney.
Oh, she's not just any elephant. She's Isaiah, the Asian elephant. I'm glad Isaiah just smacking the people who need it.
Isaiah stopped the second you told her to. You really have a way with animals, Regina.
Well, I wouldn't be so much of an animal tamer if I didn't.
What? So you're Simeon's boss? That's right. Regina Barry, head of the animal taming department, showbiz division, Berry Big Circus. It's so lovely to meet all of you.
The pleasure's all ours, mademoiselle. Name's Eddie Fender. I'm a bit of an ace attorney. No, you're not. Shut the fuck up, Fender. That title only belongs to Phoenix Wright, Apollo Justice, and... oh, shit. Athena. Athena. I don't remember her last name. Oh, and Mia Fey. Mia Fey gets to have that title too. Maybe. I forgot Godot's real name. Shit. It was... Oh, man. It's been too long. But he's also an ace attorney. So much for whipping me into shape.
Yes, she's perfect!
What are you muttering to yourself? Oh, no. No, she can't be a thief. Don't make Regina... No. What are you muttering to yourself about, Kay?
That positivity, that charisma, that energy! Regina, you'd make a perfect partner in crime for the great thief Yanagarasu! Great thief? That sounds like fun! My animals and I have stolen the spotlight quite a bit in our time. That's the one thing we don't want to steal. Gotta keep it on the down low, all stealthy ninja-like.
But where's the fun without a show? A download sounds like it might get me down.
Bummer. I think we've got a fundamental difference of opinion going on here.
It would indeed appear that negotiations have broken down. Maybe next time, Kay. Try and find Maya. Maya would join in.
Well, Mr. Edgeworth, let's get cracking. Too bad we can't see much of what's beyond that metal fence, though.
Indeed, and we're in sore need of information in addition to evidence. Therefore, we should make an effort to talk with any persons of interest as well. I'm gonna look at everything. Kinda. When the fuck did you get here? I'm going back over here. I don't want to be around you. Hi. An Asian elephant named Abzea, and one of the Berry Big Circus's many animals. She certainly seems very fond of petting humans, based on what we've seen. Except for Edgeworth, apparently. Well, most humans.
You can't just glare at her like that, Mr. Edgeworth. She'll think you're trying to show her who's boss.
Are you telling me she thinks I'm one of her kind?
No, just that she respects you, I guess.
How comforting. I guess. There's a pond here. Okay.
Hey!
Who are you shouting at?
Ponds like this usually have goldfish in them, right? I wanted to see if they'd come say hello.
I only see water striders.
Hey, water striders are cool! They can walk on water like ninjas. Whoosh, whoosh! Man, I wish I could do that.
So much for the goldfish. You strange child. This door appears to be locked.
Want me to open it? Can't guarantee anything, but I'll certainly give it a try.
No, if we deem it necessary, we will simply ask for the key.
Spoil sport. That could have been my chance to shine.
You're free to shine somewhere else, but you'll not make an audience out of me. All right, Regina, hello. Oh, the music starts immediately. Oh. If you're the head of the animal taming department, you must be Mr. Saint's boss.
That's right. My dad founded the Berry Big Circus, but he passed away. He was murdered. I'm sorry to hear that. We have a new ringmaster now. He's made the circus bigger and better than ever.
How is, shit, what's his name? The clown. He used to be a clown. How is he, I guess?
He's such a nice man, and he was a good friend of my dad's, too. Wow, that's great. Lucky you.
I know, right? It was his idea to set up departments like animal taming, magic, and ventriloquy. Oh god, everyone's still there.
Only animal taming and ventriloquy have more than one person right now.
Whoa! Oh wait, no, are you still counting Ben and Trillo as two people?
But the Berry Big Circus is getting bigger and better day by day. Sounds like you guys are really going places.
They're getting on well. I'll leave them to it. Except I won't. Hello. Can you tell me about the show?
Oh, it's a wonderful thing. It even has a story.
I just realized I can look at her age now. Really? This only happened a year after... Huh. So this would have been happening technically like amidst trials and tribulations.
Damn. Even has a story.
And not just any story, it's a love story. Isn't that dreamy? That sounds like a regular riot. So who's the star of the show? Let me guess. You?
No, silly. That would be Isaiah. And she falls in love with none other than Regent the Tiger.
Hi, Regent. It's been a while.
It's a heartrending saga of forbidden interspecies romance.
Whoa, Nelly, I've heard of odd couples, but that takes the biscuit.
That's not all. There's a love triangle, too. It's so romantic. That sounds pretty incredible, huh, Mr. Edgeworth?
I just got lost in thought of, I wonder if, like the marriage or the proposal for marriage is still happening between her and Maximilian Galactica, or if she's still, like, not interested. I can't remember. So the elephant is the heroine. I suppose there's a first time for everything. And, who's the third wheel?
Oh, that would be the big old meanie who tries to tear our star-crossed lovers apart. Ooh, what animal do you think it is, Mr. Edgeworth?
I bet you anything it's actually Simeon. Give that it's a circus, perhaps a lion.
I think a raven would be cool. Shut the fuck up. Like the Yatagarasu! Nope, it's a sneaky monkey.
That's certainly lowered the stakes.
Oh, you mean money, right? Nope, again. The role of the monkey is played by Simeon.
I fucking knew it. What the fuck? No. Why did you put bestiality into your show? What the fuck?
Money's far too small to play against Isaiah and Regent, silly. Anyway, the evil villain tries to tear Isaiah and Regent apart. What will become of the fated twosome? It's so exciting, isn't it? Wow, it sure is.
So, Mr. Saint was more than just the little helper he claims to be.
Poor Simeon. It'd be terrible if he couldn't perform with us anymore.
He keeps lying to us. I just keep thinking of the death of the acrobats of the Very Big Circus. That's all I'm thinking about. And also, what the fuck? Can you tell? And all the weird love triangle square pyramid. Love pyramid. That was happening in the Very Big Circus a year ago. What the fuck? Can you tell me about how you set things up for the performance?
Oh, that's not really my area. Simeon took care of all the lifting and carrying. He's such a sweetie. He offered to do everything by telling me to concentrate on the show. I did see him doing something near the well, though.
Well, I recall seeing one behind the stage. I should examine it in more detail.
You should have seen him moving those huge crates around all by himself. He's a total hero. Yeah, sounds like something he would do.
Weeping all the while.
He was going back and forth between the yard here and some sort of workshop with all the equipment. The prison gave us special permission to use it for storage, but he was the only one who went down there, so I don't know much more than that.
The workshop must be the one where Knight's body was found. I guess this confirms that Mr. Saint was the only performer to have gone into Workshop A.
Well, this sucks. All we're getting is information that works against us. You have to help Simeon, Mr. Attorney. We're all counting on you. Just leave it to us. He may not look it, but Mr. Edgeworth knows how to get things done.
And what exactly is he may not look it supposed to mean, Kay? I'm not going to worry. I'll talk to you later. Hello, it's a well. A simple, sturdily built well. I wonder if it was the work of the prisoners. There we go.
Somebody left a bunch of tools lying around. There's a long piece of rope and a pretty heavy-looking weight.
Let's see. It weighs
30 pounds. Oh, and there's some pulleys, too.
Okay, can you stop touching everything in sight?
Oh, come on. It's not like I was going to take anything.
But you're putting your fingerprints on evidence! And the cloth, that is true. What exactly were they being used for, I wonder? I don't get to know. Alright, hello, I guess. Ah, Mr. Attorney, sir. And how are you today, if you don't mind me asking?
Today? We just talked to you earlier, Mr. Sawit.
Oh, heavens, I do apologize. Ever since I came to call this place home, I've been working on my interpersonal skills, you see. In order to be as annoying as possible. I'm currently helping out with the circus show's stage teardown and cleanup. But if you have need of me, I'll do my utmost to help. No, you won't, you liar. I'm just chipping in and doing what I can, model prisoner that I am. Yes, my stay in this prison has seen me reborn. The Frank Sawit you see before you as a changed man. Changed man? Who now targets the recently deceased? No, you misunderstand. That was just a moment of madness.
A moment of madness? You're a disgrace to all thieves everywhere.
You're right, of course. I can't deny it. I still have a long way to go. As a thief? Anyway, as you can see, I have a shiny new bracelet now, you bastards. So it's the straight and narrow for me. Like I say, I'm a model prisoner. Not that a real model prisoner would need to keep telling me that. I'm doing everything I can to prepare for my eventual return to society.
Yeah, you even skipped the show to focus on your training, didn't you?
That's right. Only 2 inmates were absent, Sawit and Canis. Why did you tell us about Mr. Canis sooner? Ah, that. Look, I don't think there's an inmate in this prison who'd talk about him if they didn't have to. Yeah, well, you could say he's the real one in charge around here. You didn't hear it from me, but, well, I guess it comes with being the fixer. The fixer? Yes, anything you need, he can get it for you.
But how does he get away with it? Oh my gosh, my voice is turning into Toad. Help.
Oh my goodness. I'm not sure, but he's the only one who does. I can read, I swear. I heard he has a secret way of getting things into the facility. I imagine being the fixer affords Canis certain privileges. Not that I concern myself with such things anymore, of course. I'm far more interested in perfecting my mud pack application technique. And what are these mud packs exactly? They're a special type of mud treatment, rich with minerals. It works wonders on their coats. I've been practicing on the animals here in the prison. Hope to treat them all eventually. Speaking of mud, that reminds me of a certain piece of evidence. Maybe we should try presenting it to him. Tell me more about this had the mud on it. That's the rubber glove I dropped. The de-evolution into Toad is real. Sometimes when your voice just breaks, you gotta just go Toad. Would you care to explain why it's so dirty? Oh, of course, that's mud from one of the pet treatments I've been practicing. I was giving one of the animals a mud pack right when the incident happened. I see. Around what time would this have been? Let's see. The show had already started, so around 9 a.m. perhaps? The thing is, the more mud I applied, the more in the zone I got, and the darker the animal's fur became. There's no trace quite like the trance. Oh my god. There's no trance quite like the trance one enters when one slathers an animal with thick black mud. I think the stress of prison might be getting to him. Oh no, the poor guy. Of course, it's all thanks to the warden that we have access to such wonderful distractions. I'm eternally grateful. Truly I am. Cool. I gonna look around, I guess. Or maybe, do I have anything else I need to present to people? I guess I'll look at the stage, I guess. Can I go on it? No, of course not. Oh, that's true. Black mud. So it could have been an animal got disguised as the dog, in a sense. This must be the stage for the show.
Do you think people would be interested in a great thieving show?
No. I'm sure the police would be very eager to attend. You idiot. I guess I can look at this.
Danger! High voltage! I never saw one of these in real life. Hey, that must be the real... What? That must be the fabulous garden outside the warden's office over there.
Yes, Warden Lagarde mentioned being able to see it from a window on the detention center side.
Wish this dumb barbed metal fence wasn't in the way, though. I thought it was all one big yard.
Given how protective the warden seemed of her little bit of earth, I imagine it's to keep riffraff like us out. There you are! Who is it? Hello! It is me! That's true, there could be... I mean, Missile might be here. Oh, I hope Missile's here. Regina! Cupcake!
Oh, Warden Lagarde!
I've been simply dying to sit down for a chat, you exquisite little thing. Hello. I'm going to have a chat with you instead. Do you mind if I ask a little about the prison? Oh, not at all. This place is my pride and joy. My home. Sure, it was a prison when I first arrived, and it was awful. An utter disgrace. Awful? I suppose you mean the prisoners were unruly? I most certainly do not. They're angels, every one of them, and they always have been. Angels of death, maybe. Jesus. No, it was the ambience that was awful. I fretted. I brooded. And then it hit me. The animals. If anyone could brighten up the place, it was them.
It is nice having them around.
Isn't it just? And now look at my fabulous little family. Why, my darling Frankie is the very picture of rehabilitation. Except when he's rifling through dead men's pockets. We have so many success stories among the family, but darling Frankie really is a marvel. He's thrown himself into his vocational training and is always the first to volunteer for everything. She kind of does, yeah. She does have, like, Regina mom vibes.
Why do your other model wait, what? And your other model prisoners don't do that?
Oh, of course they do, my dear. Of course. They're all such triers, such doers. It's just that Frankie, let's just say he knows what's good for him. What exactly does she mean by that? Anyway, he's a very good boy. So do try to be nice to him, won't you? Loud, soaring music, great leaping animals. The Berry Big Circus truly has it all. And everybody who comes here gets to see it once a month. Makes me wish I could do a Miss Piggy voice, though. That'd be great on this character.
Really? In that case, let me see.
She better not be thinking of something to confess to. This monthly show, is it always performed by the Berry Big Circus? But of course, sweetie. I'm Regina's biggest fan, and possibly her mother. That girl's my little princess, my superstar. She's so wonderfully talented. Yes, she is. Yes, she is. Oh. That was weird. What just happened? I'm sorry. What the fuck? And she's so adorable, so sweet. I could just gobble her right up.
You're not lying when you say you're her biggest fan, huh?
Which is why I'm worried about her. So worried. It's all because of poor Simeon, you see. If he's found guilty, why, darling Regina will be devastated. So you simply must make sure that doesn't happen, Mr. Lawyer. Please, I'm begging you. If there's anything I could do to help you clear up this awful misunderstanding, you let me know. Regina, darling, you put on the most splendid show for us yet again. The stage, the stars, and you in particular, my princess, it was simply divine.
That's so nice of you. I hope everybody else who watched enjoyed it too.
About that, dear, I'm afraid I have something awful to confess. There were some absences, you see. She must mean Canis and Sawat. We were 3 members short. Unbelievable, I know. How will you ever forgive me? I'm sorry, but you're saying 3 inmates didn't attend the show? That's right, sweetie. I counted the seats myself. 1, 2, 3 no-shows. And I always make sure there are enough seats for everybody.
But Mr. Edgeworth, that's not right, is it?
Indeed, as far as we were aware, Mr. Canis and Mr. Sawat were the only ones not present. This doesn't add up. Who is that 3rd missing prisoner, and what were they doing? Seems we need to investigate further. Oh, I was enjoying my chat with dear Regina so much I almost forgot. I must feed the little one. Little one? Where are you going? Oh, hello?
Yikes!
Oh, that is not a little one, madam.
Alligator!
You're looking as adorable as always, Allie, my sweet.
Aw, she's so pretty. And what a cute name.
Yes, Allie the alligator. Isn't she a darling? I know, it's like, you gotta be, but at the same time, no. Maybe. Well, we actually know nothing about your mother. Huh. She's my favorite. Aren't you? Yes, you are.
I'm so jealous. Can I pet her?
Of course, princess, of course. Look at how happy they are. Yeah, no, these two are family. You cannot convince me otherwise. Boy, howdy, these two were made for one another. They look like they'll be busy for a while.
Maybe we should, go back inside the prison and check the cells.
Yes, let's. Perhaps we can find a clue there as to who our 3rd missing prisoner might be. And then one of them falls into the water, and they were eaten. Sir, Mr. Edgeworth, sir. Oh, I finally caught up with you. Gumshoe, it's me. I haven't been here for a while, and it's my last game, sir. Detective, you're not needed elsewhere? No, the judge and the kid aren't here yet. Oh, and I got your message. So you searched the victim's cell. Did you manage to turn anything up? We struck gold, sir. Well, blood anyway. It was right there on the floor. Only in tiny specks, though, but at least there's something.
Yeah, it proves that the holding cell was the scene of the crime, right?
Not quite. It proves a possibility, but it's not conclusive yet. I thought you'd say that, sir, which is why I ordered some follow-up work. I asked forensics to analyze the blood and see if it matches the victim. They're on it as we speak.
Nice work, Gummy. You thought of everything.
Detective, I must say I'm impressed. Did you hit your head or something? Edgeworth, no! Give Gumshoe more credit than that. What the hell? Gee, don't look so surprised, sir. I just hope things continue to go in our favor. Alright, so that's proof that the murder happened in the detention center. And for our next trick,
we'll find out how the dog got over there.
don't worry, you can leave that one to me. Until the kid and his chaperone get here, we got the whole prison to ourselves. Which is why I brought my secret weapons along.
Secret weapons?
That's right, a few tools of the trade that have helped me bust more than a few cases wide open. Behold, the 7 secret weapons of Dick Gumshoe, ace detective extraordinaire. Well, I don't know about you crazy cats, but I'm sold. Miles? Very well, detective. We'll try using your secret weapons. You got it, sir. Let me run you through the list. Secret weapon number 1, my trusty old metal detector. If it's made of steel, silver, or scrap, this little guy right here will find it. So it detects metal. Very good, detective. Next up, secret weapon number 2, Missile! Everyone's favorite crime-fighting canine. He can track pretty much any scent you put in front of him, especially food.
He sure is a lot cuter than Mr. Candace's dog.
And now for secret weapon number 3. Where'd I put it? Oh, my fishing pole! Yeah. Am I one snapper short of a school? Or is that a fishing rod? Don't tell me we're going fishing for clues. No, I mean, I just happen to have it with me is all. I see. I mean, it is one of your secret weapons, Detective. Just own up to it, but... Well, onwards and upwards, Detective. Let's see what else you have. Oh, that's all she wrote, sir.
Gummy, you're 4 secret weapons short of your so-called 7, and one of them was a fishing rod!
Sorry, but that's all for today, okay? I'll show you the rest next time. Why do you think I call them secret? Guys can't just go sharing everything at once. That's crazy. In that case, then I suppose the 3 you've deigned to reveal to us will have to do for now. Alright, which one you want to try, sir? Oh god, I want to say Missile first, but I'm actually not sure. Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. It's an animal prison. Give me Missile. You got it, sir. Hey, Missile! Here, boy! Oh, you're so cute! Ah!
Aw, he really came.
So, what are we tracking? We're trying to find out how Mr. Candace's dog got to the holding cells in the first place. I suspect the same route was used to bring Knight's body back to the prison. So we give the pooch a sniff of the body.
And he'll find that route for us.
That's not really the body, but fair. Does anyone else smell something sweet? All I smell is the odor of blood. It's faint, sir, but it's there. Almost like cake, maybe? Why would the body smell of cake? Is he cake? Was the body cake? Okay, Mizzle, get a nose full. Here we go. Follow that dog. That's the way to. He's headed for maximum security.
Uh-oh, he's going in.
And we'll just have to follow after him. Oh, he might have smelled the dog. This is Candace's cell, and the man himself is absent, it seems. Fucking somehow. Is he meeting with someone in the visitor's room?
Do you think Missle's onto something?
Shh! Looks like maybe he is. Oh, I hate that sprite. It's scary. Is there something here? Let's get snooping.
Let's get snooping, Mr. Edgeworth.
Is it one of the chisels?
Look, Mr. Edgeworth, that chisel on the floor is a bit smaller than the others. I'm no woodworker, but perhaps it's all...
Oh, that's Edgeworth, haha. Perhaps it's an all-purpose one that can be used in a pinch, regardless of the job.
An all-purpose pocket chisel? Makes sense. Always nice to know when your tools are useful and easy to carry.
Is that your opinion as a thief?
Nope. It's my opinion as a great thief.
I walked into that one. Yes, you did, Edgeworth. Yes, you did. What is he sniffing? You smelling the cookies? Tea and rice crackers. Mr. Candace clearly doesn't lack for comforts.
I could think of worse ways to spend my time in jail than drinking tea and playing chess. I thought this was maximum security, not maximum comfort. How come nobody else gets the special treatment?
Complaining to me isn't going to help. Perhaps you could take it up with the man himself.
Yikes, no thanks.
Mr. Candace's chisels. Every one a potential murder weapon.
That reminds me of something. The furrows in your brow. When you frown, it looks like somebody took a chisel to your forehead.
I have no idea what you mean.
See, they're so deep. Don't tell me you don't see it, Mr. Wood Carving Face.
Have you quite finished? You absolute brat. Mr. Candace's chess set, complete with his special dog piece.
It's not a chess set, that's a whole chess table with legs. Looks like it might be worth something, too.
That's not inconceivable. Some of them are. This is quite a nice one.
I never would have pegged Mr. Canis as a chess fan, though. What with the whole Eastern aesthetic he's got going, I thought he'd be more into Go.
Oh, it is Go. I did remember right. Haha. Go, huh? Can you play?
I can play Go Fish.
Not the same thing, Kay. Not even close. What do you smell, boy? What's the matter, boy? Wait. Is this cake that what you were after? Up. Whoa! No, boy! Stop that! Aw, don't, Missile. No, you can't have it. Dogs can't eat chocolate. You know that. If you won't behave, I'll just have to eat it myself. Not bad. That's some real outside the chocolate box thinking there. Not sure everybody agrees, though.
Gummy! I wanted some!
Daring of you both to assume the food in a prison is safe to eat. Well, daring or dumb. So anyway, it looks like it really was a cake Missile was tracking. Talk about a waste of time. I suppose we got our just desserts. But the little guy's definitely capable, right? Oh, sure he is. This was just a blip. He'll follow the right set this time, I promise. Seek, boy! Bless little Missile. If this was an anime, it would be funny. I wonder if these will ever get adapted. I know the original games were... It wasn't very good, in my opinion. The games are better, but... Oh, I think he's onto something! Whatever it is, it's in there. Mr. Carcerato's cell. We need to take a look inside. Detective, call the guard. Yes, sir. Thank you, officer. A question before we begin. Is the prisoner, Mr. Carcerato, still in solitary? No, sir. He came back a little while ago, and he was here for the noon roll call. Yes, he must be on work duty someplace. I see. Now, if you would be so kind as to open his cell. Yes, sir. Gotta lose 10 pounds. Oh, yeah, you lost. Jesus, is that you? Oh, no, that's the warden. Oh, no. Well, at least they got you a space heater. That's kind of nice. That's a lot of drugs.
No way, he has a poster of himself?
And right next to it is...
Looks like he never lost the habit of making weight for a fight.
Once a boxer, always a boxer, I suppose. I see he also has quite the collection of supplements.
Muscle protein, hustle protein, soul crushing protein. Yeah, that's a lot of protein.
Surely nobody trains like this for nothing. What does that say? Bear something? I can't look at it, sadly. Oh, Jesus. I just...
What breed were you again, Missile? Sure wasn't a boxer.
No way. No way indeed. Quickly, detective, move the sandbag aside. Yes, sir. That's right, Teddy was his name. A hole? Could this be? Whoa there, wait, Missile.
I'm going in too.
Wait, stop. Sir, I'll go get her. Oh, that's tight. Shouldn't have eaten that cake. He's gone. My love. Well, I'm not going in there. Guess we'll just have to wait. You can't make me. Hello, Gumshoe. Hello? Okay, are you alright?
You're not gonna believe this. We're in the detention center.
The detention center?
That hole. It's a tunnel that leads right into Mr. Knight's cell.
What? Don't go anywhere. I'm on my way. It's ridiculous. What the hell? Excuse me. Kay!
Hey there, Mr. Edgeworth. Guess you could say we made a breakthrough.
Quite. At least they came out unscathed, I think. Sir, the floorboards under the bed were torn up. So they were. So that's how they did it. How did no one fucking see this? How did no one fucking see this with the prison search? What the hell? Under the bed is where shit is hidden. There's no doubt about it. This must be the route we've been looking for. I'm mad now. This is so dumb. This case sucks. The corridor connecting the detention center and the prison is locked down by heavy security doors. But with the help of this tunnel, it can be circumvented. It was a sweet scent that started this whole search. Could it be that the scent was in fact coming from Knight's body after all? Incidentally, Knight's body was covered in dirt. Dirt that might have come from being dragged through this tunnel. Kay, what was it like down there?
Oh, it was pitch black, so I couldn't see a whole lot. Luckily, my camera has a flash, so I took some pictures.
Then let's see what you've captured. Ooh, muddy footprints. Look at that. Spoons. A fork. Guess these were for digging the tunnel. And aside, are those footprints? Yeah, jeez. Demon under the bed. The little monster. Paw prints even. From a dog, perhaps. This is a vital piece of evidence. However, it begs something of a question. It does? Mr. Carcereto has certainly been making use of this tunnel, which means... Detective, we need to find out where Mr. Carcereto is immediately. My suspicions are correct. Huh? Oh, nuts! The guards were alerted, and they began searching for Mr. Carcereto right away. But after a thorough investigation of both the prison and the detention center, he was nowhere to be found. Oh, wow, he escaped! Well, have the police been notified? We are the police, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. We just finished liaising with them a moment ago. They've set up a cordon around the entire facility. Good. The first blemish on a prison's spotless reputation is always the ugliest. It won't happen again, ma'am. Rather different Warden Lagarde to the one we've seen so far. Mr. Edgeworth, was it? I really can't thank you enough for finding that tunnel, darling. Sadly, it may have been too little too late. It seems he might have already left the building. I say that's unlikely, Warden. After all, there's a security gate at the exit of the detention center. You're not suggesting he simply walked through it. What's to say there was only the one tunnel, sweetie? I suppose that's true. Well, whatever the case, this is no time to be standing around chit-chatting. Mr. Edgeworth, would you mind continuing with your investigation? Oh, I didn't... Yeah, I guess, yeah, they would have 5 claws. So, yeah, that makes sense. Would be my pleasure. And you 3 can get back to your posts. Yes, ma'am! Detective, the results of the blood test just came back from the lab. Thanks, pal. Let's see what they have to tell us about the blood found in Mr. Knight's cell.
What does it say, Mr. Edgeworth?
They've identified the blood, and it's Knight's. Alright, so he did die in there. Nice job, everybody. Teamwork makes the dream work, huh? We got Knight's blood in his holding cell, a tunnel a dog clearly went through, and security footage showing Knight being attacked by the dog in his cell. Case closed. We have all the evidence we need. Let's see what Mr. Canis has to say for himself. Canis? Oh, darlings, are you sure? Do be careful around him, won't you? He's as well connected on the outside as he is in here. I suppose he would have to be. How else would the so-called fixer stay in business? The police have been trying to track down his accomplices for the longest time. Even I'd had to lend them a hand myself, you know. So that's what all that was all about. Oh, no. Do you think that... Oh, yeah, no. Definitely the escaped prisoner just got into a uniform. Fuck. You borrowed evidence from the police to help with your investigation, is that correct? Why, yes, sweetie. Everything related to Canis is with me now. Heaven knows how many times I've hauled the secretive scoundrel into my office to talk to me. But no matter what I say or how much evidence I present him with, he simply won't say a word. That could also be true. Prison warden conducting interrogations herself. That's irregular, to say the least. Let your guard down and he'll devour you whole. Be careful, darlings. You have been warned. Hooey, and here I thought things couldn't get any spicier. Oh, shit. Fuck, no, I don't want to deal with you two. Go away! Judge Gavel, I didn't expect to find you here. We have been conducting inquiries, which, given that we are in charge of the investigation, is hardly strange. What is strange is that you are still here, Mr. Edgeworth. I gave you a warning, did I not? I told you that your badge was at risk. Should our paths cross again? And yet, here you are. I am sorry that you thought that I might be so easily discouraged, Your Honor. But I am not about to let the truth slip from my grasp, no matter what you or the committee might say. I am here to present a certain someone with evidence that you yourselves should have uncovered. You idiots. Oh my gosh, that was weird. I hiccuped. You have more business with me, I take it, Mr. Edgeworth. I do. I promised I would be back to prove that you were the killer. And here I am. This should be amusing. Very well. Whenever you are ready. Objection. Not so fast! We have some truths of our own to share. First-rate deductions, in fact. Indeed. We are now more certain than ever that Simeon Saint was the murderer. And that only he could have moved Mr. Knight's body... Wait, what? Yeah. Mr. Knight from his holding cell to the prison proper. We shall prove this to you beyond a shadow of a doubt. But first, a question. Are you quite determined to continue on this course, Mr. Edgeworth? Should you fail to rebut our deductions, there will be no going back. Your very career hangs in the balance. What? You mean you'll take his badge if you don't like how this goes? That's intimidation! Not at all. If anything, I am showing him mercy. This is not Mr. Edgeworth's case. It never was. And I am under no obligation to hear him out. If he is prepared to accept the potential ramifications of his actions, I will allow him one last chance. Well, are you truly willing to take the risk, to put your beloved badge on the line?
Mr. Edgeworth!
Sir! I accept your terms. I am confident of my reasoning, and what's more, I am representing the firm of Edgeworth & Co., and I do not intend to besmirch its name. My duty will be done, and I will not be intimidated. Very well. Let us see whether you are brave, or simply reckless. By the power vested in me by the almighty goddess of justice, let this judgment commence. Eustace, if you will allow me. Fine by me. He's all yours, Gavel. You are aware of the incident involving Mr. Knight the day before yesterday, I assume? He assaulted an innocent guard and stole his keys. Later, in the middle of moving a large animal cage, Mr. Saint stopped by Mr. Knight's cell for a little while. That's when Mr. Knight stole out of his cell using the keys he'd stolen. He slipped into the cage, and there he hid as he was wheeled to one of the prison's workshops. That's true. I figured she was going to bring up Mr. Saint going to Knight's cell. Yesterday, after you so kindly made us aware of the security camera footage, we decided to take a look at it ourselves. Perhaps you would like to see what we found? That's suspiciously in front of the door. This is a still from the footage we received. Mr. Saint speaking with Knight at his cell. Correct. You will also note that he has positioned the cage in such a way as to obscure the camera's view. It is this blind spot that Mr. Knight exploited in order to enter the cage undetected. A sound deduction based on what we observed, wouldn't you say? A blind spot, which means that the camera wouldn't have been able to capture the moment Knight entered the cage, if he did at all. So it's still possible that he didn't actually leave his cell at this point.
I don't get it. Why would Mr. Knight want to hide in the cage?
There is really only one possibility. He intended to escape.
A prison break? That's so cool! Mr. Carcerito, Mr. Knight, everybody's doing it. I have to step up my game.
Calm down, Kay. Don't go stupid. That's only a still, though, so I mean, like, it also could be, like, a heavier tarp, which might not move. I'm not sure. Okay, now really is not the time. Mr. Carcerato's escape is no laughing matter. It is my belief that Mr. Saint helped Mr. Knight with his escape attempt. That is to say, he was his accomplice.
Wow, go Simeon.
That wasn't a compliment! I understand that the cage was briefly taken to one of the workshops. I imagine that had things gone to plan, Mr. Knight would have remained in the cage until after the show, and then removed from the premises along with the rest of the circus's equipment. Unfortunately for Mr. Knight, Mr. Saint had other ideas. He killed his friend in cold blood. Judge Gavel's argument seems reasonable, but there must be a fault in her logic somewhere, and I'm going to find it. I don't think we're going to finish this case today, which sucks.
Hold it.
Do you have any proof that Knight stole the keys? I can think of no other reason for him to carry out such a brutal attack. Once the guard he assaulted regains consciousness, I am sure he will confirm our suspicions. I wouldn't be so sure. Perhaps I should press her further on her reasoning. Sorry, but I believe there is a flaw in your reasoning. If Knight had the keys, there was nothing to stop him from leaving whenever he wanted. Why wait for Mr. Saint? There was no need, surely. He chose... Oh my god, excuse me, I just had a hiccup. Let me get some water. He chose the option he deemed most likely to succeed. He stole the keys and hid them somewhere, then waited for an opportune moment to present itself. He hid the keys. I'm afraid you might have made an uncharacteristic oversight, Your Honor. But Knight wasn't hiding any keys. That has been proven already. It was the keys, yeah? Because, like, we would have found them on his body, yeah.
Take that.
Since you know about the incident, I assume you must already know this, but after the assault, the guards searched both Knight and his cell and no keys were found. And if the whereabouts of the keys cannot be proven, then neither can your theory. I have considered the matter of the missing keys, and I do not think it is such an issue. I still believe he had them. After all, the guards only stated that they were unable to locate them. And this is because they were cleverly hidden inside the pocket chess set. Knight's chess set. The same set in which the murder weapon was also allegedly hidden. That can fit a lot of things suddenly. Was it? I can't help but wonder about that. You're the ones who posited that theory.
What? But you're the one who proposed it!
Actually, if you recall, that was Eustace's assertion. So the two of them aren't of one mind on this, I take it. Allow me to restate the facts. Mr. Knight hid the keys he stole from the guard inside his chess set. When Mr. Saint came to see him, Mr. Knight used the keys to open his cell and climbed inside the cage. He was then moved from his holding cell to that workshop in the prison proper. All with the help of his friend and accomplice. Had things gone according to plan, he would have been taken out of the facility after the show. But they did not. Instead, his accomplice murdered him while the show was taking place in the yard. But Mr. Sage was part of that performance. How would he even have had time to commit the murder? How indeed? Allow me to explain. As you know, many stage performers follow a set narrative. Yesterday's show was one such example. She's done her homework, I see. The suspect played the role of the antagonist opposite the elephantine heroine of the show. In the later part of the performance, the heroine's love prevails and the villain is defeated. This victory is depicted in a very unique manner, whereby the villain is sent flying from the stage by the heroine.
She yeeted him?
He sent flying by the elephant.
Isn't that dangerous?
Having been ejected from the stage in this manner, the villain no longer appears in the performance. In other words, the suspect did not appear on stage for a period of approximately 15 minutes. And you're saying the crime took place during that time? Yes, I'm afraid so. After all, it's more than a sufficient window, wouldn't you say? Committing the crime and returning to the stage in that short 15-minute window is only possible, assuming that the murder took place in the prison proper. But in fact, Your Honor, the real scene of the crime was Knight's cell. I seem to remember telling you that I would not accept that part of the security footage into evidence. Why not? And you won't have to. I have proof of a different kind. Very well. Would you be so good as to present it? What proof do you have that the murder took place in the victim's holding cells? Where is that image? This appears to be a photograph of a floor. Almighty Goddess of Justice, grant me patience! Fuck off, lady. That floor you're so dismissive of, Your Honor, has traces of Knight's blood on it. Oh. Ooh, she got kicked. Traces, you say? Is this evidence reliable? After all, I don't believe you have access to the necessary forensics operatives. I can... Wow. I have my resources. A certain blunt instrument, you might say, but a reliable one. Poor Gumshoe! The detective. How very unfortunate for him. Perhaps before you decided to circumvent the law, you might have considered that the committee's influence extends to the police.
Oh no, Gummy's badge is on the line too!
Forgive me, detective. I didn't mean to put you at risk as well. I will enter the fact that Mr. Knight's blood was found in the holding cell into evidence. However...
Bad luck, idiots! You're really on the edge now, Mr. Worthless.
Mr. Winner, I'd forgotten you were there. It was nice while it lasted.
I just butted in to tell you that your entire argument is one big inconsistency. You showed us camera footage of a dog killing Mr. Knight in his cell. Are you saying the mutt also wiped the blood up before it left the scene? Uh-oh.
What other tricks can it do, huh? A blood-wiping dog? You're a joke. You'd have wiped that blood up, wouldn't you, boy? Yes, Helmut, yes you would.
What?
That was one of the tricks I taught him before our work together was so rudely cut short. He's a very tidy boy, you know. Never misses a drop. It wouldn't do to leave any evidence after all.
Did you just admit it?
Saved. By an assassin of all people. Jeez Louise, you could have just taught the little guy to shake hands.
Oh, he does that marvelously too. Although the way I taught him to do it is somewhat unorthodox. Do you tell them to bite the hands and rip them off? Is that the handshake?
Oh my god, yes he does!
First, he bites down hard on the victim's hand. Then... I'm not listening!
I see. Very well then, Mr. Edgeworth. It seems you may have gathered some evidence worth considering. Your understanding is much appreciated. What the fuck, kid?
Wait, I'm not done yet! I just thought of something else!
Overruled. Thanks, Gavel. I still fucking hate you. Oh boy, somebody's taking no prisoners. Eustace, would you be so kind as to allow me?
All yours, Gavel.
Well, do you accept the truth now? The crime took place in Knight's holding cell, and the assassin's dog was the killer. My position is the same as it was yesterday. Until you can explain how the dog moved between the prison and the detention center, I cannot accept your theory into evidence. I thought you might say that, which is why I'd like to show you something else. This piece of evidence shows how the dog could freely travel between the prison and the detention center.
Take that, bitch!
It's a secret passageway. It runs beneath the prison.
What? What? A secret passageway?
Oh no, the reference is gone. That's the other thing I remember from the fan translation is they use secret tunnel. Secret tunnel. It was dug by one Mr. Rocco Carcereto, escapee. Oh, he escaped. Did you see that? Wow. It leads from his prison cell to a certain holding cell in the detention center.
Oh, I was guessing right on which cell on the map was his? I'm a genius!
Yes, the very one where the victim was being held. How did we not find that when we did a thorough I guess they searched the prison, not the... Well, no, the thorough search of the prison. Why did we not move a sandbag? Well, this is certainly a surprise. To think that this was beneath our feet this entire time. Mr. Canis, you knew of this tunnel, didn't you? Because it's the same tunnel that was used to carry out the murder. All right, bitch, okay. He disappeared into the air. In the name of the goddess of justice! Overruled, Mr. Edgeworth! You are out of line! No, I'm not! What the fuck? How so, Your Honor? Woman! Evidence is everything. Whether in a court of law or at the scene of an investigation. Even confessions don't work. Isn't that your little catchphrase? Well, it just so happens that I have some evidence of my own. Bronco Knight's autopsy report. Finally, Edgeworth, it's happened to you. Will you have an updated autopsy report used against you? His autopsy report?
When did we get that?
How did you not know you had it? The police handed it to me only a short while ago. The findings are still preliminary, but it has something of value to tell us nonetheless. So we will be dealing with an updated autopsy report if I have anything to bet on. The goddess of justice speaks to us through these pages, Mr. Edgeworth. God, I miss my wife. Cause of death, stab wound to the throat, and the weapon is said to be a sharp blade of some sort, unless that counts teeth for some reason. Seems the victim was stabbed repeatedly in the same spot, resulting in an ugly wound. As such, the police have yet to identify the exact shape of the weapon. But it's okay, it could be a bite then. But its overall nature seems to be beyond question. It is a bladed metal instrument. Was there metal shavings or some shit? In light of this evidence, do you truly wish to continue with your flight of fancy? Or will you now claim that the dog used a knife instead? But that's impossible! That will be all. This court is adjourned. But the tunnel! The paw prints!
What of them? Helmut is something of a wanderer. Perhaps he just happened across this tunnel one day. Although I couldn't say for certain. I myself cannot wander quite so freely.
That would be quite a coincidence, but I can't prove it's not the case either. You sure knows how to keep a secret, huh? Kinda wish she'd kicked us in the teeth a little earlier than that. She was baiting me, waiting for the perfect moment to crush me with that autopsy report. and I fell for it. Hook, line, and sinker. You are a lead attorney for the defense, correct, Mr. Fender? Fire this idiot. This is the interim autopsy report in question. I do apologize for the delay. Yeah, no sweat. Thanks for hooking us up. Yep, this all checks out. Yep. Mr. Fender, a handshake is not necessary when receiving official court documents, you know. So please, feel free to let go of my hand. It's not a holy relic, after all. That would be my wife's hand. Was just trying to be friendly, Your Honor. Had you lingered a moment longer, the goddess of justice would have spoken to you through my gavel. All right, I got it. Nice work, Gavel. Just like we planned it. Sure. I did only as you instructed, Eustace. But thank you. As you instructed my ass! A report came from the police. I have no choice but to accept its legitimacy. But if the dog didn't kill Knight, then that takes Canis out of the running. The goddess of justice speaks to me, Mr. Edgeworth, and she is merciful. She tells me that you might yet keep your badge if you will finally abandon this fruitless quest. God, I hate you and your goddess of justice shit. What's our move, sir? I think she really means it this time. What do you think, detective? My answer remains the same, Judge Gavel. I will see my duty done, and I will not be intimidated. Even with how things stand, you still refuse to concede? This may very well be your last chance. Your badge hangs by a thread. Then let it fall if it must. I have something far more important to protect as an associate attorney. My client. The goddess of justice is no doubt saddened by your refusal to accept yet another offer of mercy. Attaboy, Miles. That's what I like to see. Looks like the defense never rests is really starting to mean something to you. Credit to your old man, though. He's the one who said it first. My father. In fact, I could swear I saw Gregory's spirit in you for a second there. You said that you changed since your days in Von Karma's shadow. I didn't believe you at first, but I'm starting to. Thank you, Fender. Alright, kids. This is where the rubber really hits the road. Put your thinking caps on. It's make or break time. If it's true that Knight was offed with a bladed weapon, does our whole case really fall apart? Bladed weapon? Of course. There were 5 chisels in Canis' cell when we last looked. A former assassin certainly wouldn't struggle to commit murder with a tool like that. In which case, the weapon that killed Knight was... Have you quite finished? It would be in your best interest to... What the hell? Evidence is everything. It may well be my little catchphrase, but it's also true. So the murder weapon was a sharp blade. Then where is it? The guards didn't find it. Why can't you let this go? So what if they didn't find it? What are you driving at? What if I were to tell you that I now know what the real murder weapon was? And it was right under our noses the whole time. Indeed. It was one of Mr. Canis' chisels.
What?
That's bullshit. I would advise you stop bombarding us with your irresponsible, half-baked theories, Mr. Edgeworth. You have repeatedly insisted that Mr. Knight was killed in his cell by a dog. I simply go where the evidence takes me, both in the courtroom and at the scene of the crime. If the murder weapon was in fact a chisel, then yes, the murderer could not have been the dog. But that begs the question of what exactly it was we saw in the security footage. Oh yeah, the security footage! How do you explain that, Mr. Smarty Pants? An excellent question. The footage shows a dog jumping on somebody. Mr. Canis' dog jumping up at Mr. Knight. The dog attacked Knight, but he didn't kill the man. He didn't? No, I was merely knocked out. The dog didn't drag a corpse through the tunnel. He dragged an alive but unconscious Knight. The real killer was the dog's master. Oh, I get it. By bringing Knight here, Mr. Canis would finish the job. Could finish the job.
And he could definitely use one of his chisels to do it.
Correct. You. Bohid Harmakanis, you're the only one who could have done it. He laughed. Hey, Mr. Edgeworth, you ever get this on your report card? Refuses to listen. Must learn to respect others. Are you asking me or confessing to what's on yours, small child? We already searched Mr. Candace's cell from top to bottom, right, Cavell? Yes, we even inspected his chisels. All 4 of them. What? There wasn't a single speck of blood. Why, thank you, Your Honor. You have just confirmed my theory. I have? What exactly do you mean? The last time we were here, there were 5 chisels, not 4.
Oh yeah, I remember counting them. Definitely 5.
And the one that's missing is a small one. The one we thought might be a pocket chisel. Mr. Canis, where did you hide that chisel? A pocket chisel? And what use might I have for such a thing? I am rarely allowed to leave my cell. In which case, you shouldn't have had the chance to dispose of the weapon. You've dug your own grave, Mr. Canis. You seem to have an idea where this missing chisel might be, Mr. Edgeworth. Would you enlighten us? For a man who can't leave his cell of his own volition, Canis could only have hidden the chisel here. Right here in this room, even though we've searched it already. But fine! Mr. Canis is still a prisoner, despite the comfort he enjoys. He is rarely allowed out of his cell. You could have given the chisel to his dog to leave somewhere. But that would have been far from ideal. He would have no way of guaranteeing where it might end up. Intriguing. Do go on, Mr. Edgeworth. Furthermore, this room is the one place where a bladed instrument wouldn't raise an eyebrow. 4 chisels, 5 chisels, who's counting? A fact he took full advantage of. Ah, the old keep the incriminating evidence close routine. Classic. But I looked! I searched the whole cell myself, and there's just nowhere he could have hidden it! I am certain that the murder weapon is here, and that the reason why no one has found it yet is because it was hidden in such an ingenious manner. Do enlighten us, Mr. Edgeworth. What was my ingenious plan? Think, Miles. There must be a hiding spot he could make use of. Think about when you came here previously. What are you missing? Morph. The dog. He hasn't made a sound today. When we were here before, he barked and growled repeatedly. Canis even encouraged him to do so. There was a bell. That must be it. I knew something was off. I can hardly believe it, but I think I know where he might have hidden the murder weapon. It's in the doggy's mouth. Giving it up already. I expected more of you, Mr. Edgeworth. As well you should, if you would give me a moment. For this piece of evidence shows where you hid the murder weapon. Doggy. Your dog. He seems unusually quiet today.
Oh yeah, unlike last time when...
Mr. Canis, if you would be so kind as to open Helmut's mouth. Oh, come now. He hasn't barked because he is a well-behaved boy. I had to order him to last time. Then order him again, this instant. It's not like we're asking for the world, Mr. Canis. Or do you have something to hide? If you insist. Come on, Helmut, open up. Chisel! And there we have it. A chisel that small was easy... What? What? A chisel? In the dog? Why is there a chisel in the dog? I thought he'd been strangely quiet. I guess his brain has finally caught up. The idiot. Eustace, why don't you be a good boy and call forensics? Tell them it's urgent. Oh, okay. Our findings are as follows. Traces of blood were detected on the chisel.
What?
Not such a half-baked theory after all, was it? Alright, so we're all on the same page here. This is our murder weapon, yeah? The forensic evidence cannot be ignored. We have no choice but to concede that this is most likely the case. Mr. Caddis, in light of the discovery of the murder weapon, the court demands that you explain yourself. We found the route your dog took into the holding cells, and now we have the chisel. How do you propose to talk your way out of this one?
You never fail to entertain, Mr. Edgeworth. Why does he always laugh like that, even when it's not funny? Poor Helmut. How could they suspect us? You leave me little choice. I shall simply have to share with you the truth. I did not kill anyone. I have grown tired of killing.
Something's not right. Why is he so calm? Very well. The court will hear Mr. Canis' testimony. If you would be so kind.
Gladly. Perhaps you might begin by explaining what you believe my motive to have been. I never knew this knight. I had no contact with him, no connection whatsoever. Given that this is the case, why would I possibly wish him dead? Could it be you are suggesting that it was my canine companion who had the motive instead? Helmut only bares his fangs when I tell him to. I am not so bloodthirsty that I would kill a man I did not know. I mean, when he puts it that way.
An assassin who only kills his acquaintances. Not the soundest business model, I agree.
My work required me to deal with strangers, of course. But murder for its own sake? That's not my style.
So I need to prove a link between Knight and Canis. I should go over the evidence again and see what I can discover. They were pen pals. Chess pen pals. Where's the chess pen pal thing? Chess pen pals. You're getting sloppy, Mr. Canis. You may have trained your dog to clean up your mess, but some things still require a human touch. We found this in the victim's room. It's the record of a game of a correspondence chess. Now, what's more, the game depicted matches the game laid out on your board. Oh, he's okay.
What?
The number of possible games have been calculated to be 10 to the power of 120. And that's on the low end.
Wait, so that's 10 times 10, 120 times over, right? 100, 1000. I give up. I mean, what do you even call a number that big?
A vanishingly unlikely coincidence, that's what. Now, tell us why you killed Knight. Unless, that is, you would prefer to explain the coincidence.
Well, they do say that truth is stranger than fiction. It is, as you say, a coincidence. But that's totally impossible! We just proved that! A coincidence of a different kind, child. I never imagined my correspondent was the victim, you see. And yet here we are. Helmut is as surprised as I am. Aren't you, Helmut? Yes, yes. I suppose there's nothing for it but to finally tell the truth. Boy, the other prisoners had all gone to the yard, you see. There was a show of some sort, I believe. Here I was, minding my own business, when in comes Helmut, dragging a corpse of all things. What? I had quite the shock, not least because the murder weapon was still in the poor fellow's neck. Of course, I was none too keen on becoming a suspect, so I had Helmut take the body to the workshop. Once there, he removed the murder weapon and brought it back to me. Oh, it was murder weapon like keys, just as I had asked. The dog pulled out the murder weapon in the workshop? Indeed he did. Removing it here would have made an awful mess after all.
You know something. That makes total sense. Remember what Mr. Sawwood said, Mr. Edgeworth? That huge...
Oh, the huge black dog. It's just past shit. I don't care. I see. So what Mr. Sawwood actually saw was Helmut removing the murder weapon, then?
Precisely. I can't say I wasn't a little disappointed that he was spotted, of course. Silly boy, it's not like you to slip up like that, is it now? And there you have it. That is about all there is to tell. I did not kill the man. At most, I am responsible for the removal of the weapon. Now, will that be all? Poor Helmut is growing restless.
Sorry, but if you could entertain us just for a little longer, Mr. Canis. Fender? No offense, Palio, but I don't think you've quite told us everything. I'm sure we'd all like to know why you thought you needed to pull the chisel out in the first place. He's right. Makes sense that he would move the body to avoid suspicion, but Canis had no reason at all to recover the murder weapon.
So the mute one isn't as dumb as I thought.
Please answer the question, Mr. Canis.
It was because of the bell. The one attached to the chisel, and the one around Helmut's neck. Have a very distinctive design, if you will.
Of course, they were something of a trademark of yours, were they not?
I don't get it. How does that even work?
Bodhidharma. Oh, it's Harma. It's Bodhidharma. I get it now. Canis, the blind butcher. His appearance was always announced by the sound of bells. The last sound his victims would ever hear.
You flatter me. Though it's been some years since you last saw one of them, you remember them well.
Your knife and its attached bell were one of the pieces of evidence seized in our case against you.
Yes, it was but one of my bells. One of only 2 in existence.
Just 2?
2 and only 2. One for my knife, and one for my beloved Helmut. Exquisitely crafted, utterly unique. My ears are my guide, after all, and I must be able to use my tools precisely. Of course, as you said, the knife has long since been taken from me. When Helmut brought the body to my cell, I was rather surprised to hear a familiar sound. At first, I was sure that my knife had been used to do the deed. But no, a chisel. An ordinary chisel.
Certainly no assassin's blade.
Nonetheless, the blade would have suggested my involvement. Compounding the matter is the fact that I am the only person in this prison permitted to use such tools. It was clear that I would become the prime suspect. And so, the chisel had to be removed and hidden.
You still claim that all you did was have the dog move the body, that you had nothing to do with the killing?
How could I? I told you, the chisel is not mine. You need not take my word, Mr. Edgeworth. Why not have it checked for fingerprints?
Eustace! Huh? Me? But I don't know how to check for prints! Get forensics. Oh, right! Sure thing! We got him! Fingerprints! They're Mr. Knight's! And Mr. Canis's? Nope, just Mr. Knight's. Oh, and forensics said there's no sign of any prints having been wiped off. Only Knight's fingerprints. Oh, this isn't good. Should I get them to check again?
Now do you see? I have never so much as touched that chisel. Helmut. Oh, excuse me.
He's very scared of his mom.
Helmut carried it in his mouth. That is all. Therefore, any prince must belong to whoever had it last.
So the murder weapon belonged to the victim. Oh, that's not helpful.
As I said, I have not touched the chisel. Therefore, I cannot be the killer. Or do you wish to suggest otherwise?
I've got nothing to counter with. But what could this mean? Is he not the killer after all? Is he actually telling the truth? Is he actually... No, he can't be. Oh my god. Okay. I have a feeling I'm not going to be able to finish at all this case. Wow. We're going to try and... I'm going to see if we can finish the stuff here with Canis, and then we'll have to just stop for the day. Fuck. I am sure this goes without saying, Mr. Edgeworth, but if you do not find a solution to your current predicament, and quickly, I will have little choice but to relieve you of your badge. Even my patience has a limit, and I will not tolerate you throwing this investigation into chaos. Am I clear? You've done it now, sir! She's serious! I hate to admit it, but... Really? That's the evidence. The fingerprints turned everything on its head. Without more evidence, I'm back to square one.
Wait, something doesn't add up. A few things, actually. What would Mr. Knight have needed a chisel for?
You can do a lot with a chisel,
Child. Break out of prison, for one. All right, then how did he get in here? There's no way the guards would let him bring a super sharp tool in with him. Right, Mr. Edgeworth? Hey, Earth to Mr. Edgeworth! You can't stand there hemming and hawing just because of a little setback. The important thing is finding the truth, you know? Doesn't matter how we get there. As long as we save Simeon in the end, we can't give up now or ever.
Yeah, what she said. I'll second that. You won me around with that, Kay. I'm half tempted to offer you a job for real. It's like I said, the defense never rests. Or rather, like your pop said. What do you think lies at the heart of those words, Miles? Any guesses? The heart of those words. It's like this. As defense attorneys, our client's fate rests on our shoulders. We're the only ones they can turn to. Simeon's our client, and we're the only ones who can save him. So he can't rest. Not while he's counting on us. I'm not about to turn my back on your old man's legacy. Are you? I'm an associate with the defense now. No. I'm an associate with my father's firm. That's the role I have chosen. And that means that if I fail to save my client, I have failed in my duties. I will honor my father's vision and save Simeon Saint. No matter what setbacks I face, I cannot admit defeat. If one path is blocked, I must simply find another.
There we go. That's the Miles Edgeworth I know. Now let's find that new path forward. You can start by trying to figure out how Mr. Knight brought that chisel into the prison.
Right. How would Knight have managed to bring the chisel in here? Well, his pocket just said. Usually, it wouldn't be possible to bring a metal object into this facility undetected.
Because of the security gates, right?
Oh my goodness, sorry. Blech. Correct, but we already know that checks at one of the gates haven't been entirely thorough of late. Namely, the gate at the entrance to the detention center. Knight took advantage of this little oversight and had Mr. Saint bring him the chisel. Hidden inside his pocket chess set. That does answer one of our questions. And it suggests that the chisel was indeed Mr. Knight's and not Mr. Canis's. However, we still have one rather pressing problem to address. That of the security footage in which Knight is attacked by a dog. How does one explain it if Mr. Canis was not the culprit? But then, how do you explain his prints not being on the murder weapon? This one's a real three-piper. The court, too, finds itself wanting for a satisfactory explanation. Wait, sir! I think it might be time to show you another one of my secret weapons! Introducing secret weapon number 4, Lil V! What sort of name is that, detective? I came up with that myself, sir. Anyway, you can use it to analyze the video footage.
An excellent idea. Perhaps then you might finally see that I am telling the truth.
Who knows if there's anything to be found, but it has to be worth a try. All right, want me to talk you through how to use it, sir? Seeing as I'm not exactly familiar with video analysis techniques, perhaps I should hear him out. I don't know if I want to, but at the same time... Fuck, okay, you know what? Come here, guide. Do you show how to use this thing? Not the greatest. No, it's like zooming in and zooming out or whatever. Yeah, no, it's fine, whatever. No, I'm sure it won't be that complicated. Whatever you say, sir. Now let's fire little V up. Remember, just examine anything that catches your eye and you'll do fine. The footage from Knight's holding cell. Other than the victim being attacked by that dog, I can see what else it might show us. But suppose we're wrong. What could we be looking at instead? Could the person in the footage be someone other than Knight? And if so, could whatever is attacking them be something else too? I should keep both questions in mind while reviewing the footage. You never know what you're going to see once you start looking at things up close. Check every detail, sir. You'll find something, I'm sure. Okay. I think this is about where I want to be. We're gonna do play, go back, pause. Let's zoom in. Oop, not there. There we go. Oh, Teddy? Teddy, is that you? Sir, look! I suspect we may have made a critical error of judgment. Oh, that's Edgeworth. What we're looking at here is no dog. That animal is a bear. That's not a dog. It's a bear.
What? So the paw prints from the photo I took?
We're not, what? We're not canine, but ursine. You called it, baby. Yeah, that's just awkward. A bear? So could that mean... Yes, I think it could. After all, who else do we know with such a pet? And if we were mistaken about the creature in the footage, it's not inconceivable that we were mistaken about the person in the footage, too. Maybe there's something in there that could prove it, sir. Something that shows it wasn't Knight. You're right. I can't see the person's face, which means a direct identification is out of the question. But perhaps there's something that could tell us who they are indirectly. Indirectly? In, like, the mirror? Yes, it's certainly worth a look. I'm surprised they brought this feature back, honestly. Nope, I didn't mean to do that. I meant to zoom in. I pressed the wrong button. Ah, piss. Okay, cool. Oh, yeah, that is the guard's hat. Yep. The figure is reflected in the mirror here, too. Hmm? Is that a hat? Say, doesn't that look like the hats the guards wear, sir? Aw, jeez. Is that what I think it is? Have there been any reports of one of the animals attacking a guard recently? Not that I've heard of. So this may not be a guard at all, but somebody dressed as one. Perhaps this might shed a little light on the matter of the hat. So, no guards have reported being attacked by an animal as far as we know. But we did hear about a guard's spare uniform being stolen. Could the person in the security footage perhaps be someone disguised as a guard? Someone attempting to escape without being noticed. A guard disguise? I guess it might work. Wait, aren't we just talking about someone? We were indeed. Someone who seems to have successfully made his escape. We'd assume that it was night in the security footage.
Well, it was his cell. It's hardly a crazy theory.
Perhaps, but now that we know about the hole under the bed, it is no longer the only possibility. Whoever had access to the tunnel could very well be the one caught on camera. And who was that, Mr. Edgeworth? Would you care to tell the court who you believe this person to be? The person in the security footage is you. I believe I know who our guard in disguise is. It is none other than Rocco Carcerato, a prisoner who recently escaped from this facility. I'm confident it's him, because he was assigned a polar bear cub as his companion.
But the bear in that video is all black!
Indeed, and we have evidence that explains why. The evidence that explains the polar bear's dark fur
Is the glove.
Recall, if you will, Mr. Frank Salwitt's testimony. That rubber glove I draw, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Shit. I think when the next person shows up, I think I'm gonna have to cut it. I am just out of time. I gotta make dinner and stuff, so this is, god damn these cases taking fucking forever, Jesus. While the circus performance was underway, he was giving one of the animals a mud pack treatment.
And that animal could have been...
Indeed, our polar bear. Mr. Edgeworth, your latest assertion simply introduces yet another contradiction. The footage from the security camera... I fully understand, Your Honor, and your doubts are entirely justified. Mr. Salwitt mentioned applying the mud pack while the circus performance was underway. And this does indeed introduce a new contradiction concerning the security footage.
It does?
Yes, let's put it this way. When would you expect the footage to have been recorded, Kay?
If it was taken right after he applied the mud pack treatment, it should have been around 9 a.m.
In which case, something isn't right about the footage.
Really? And what is that?
Boop. Hello. I think I just can present it like that. Mr. Salwitt said he administered the treatment at around 9 a.m. In which case, the security footage should also show a time of around 9. However, the timestamp says 6:42 a.m. On the day of the murder, the prisoners all went out to the yard to watch the circus. All except 3. Mr. Canis, who remained in his cell in maximum security. Mr. Salwitt, who was administering a mud pack treatment in the workshop. And Rocco Carcerato, who had been awaiting that precise moment to put his escape plan into action. I believe he entrusted the bear to Mr. Salwitt before entering the tunnel. Oh, look at Teddy! Oh, look at the Teddy sweet boy. The bear then slipped out of Mr. Salwitt's grasp to run after its human. Mr. Salwitt would have then left the workshop to pursue the bear, at which point he saw Mr. Canis's dog retrieving the murder weapon from Knight's body. It all fits perfectly, except for the security footage, which should have been recorded from around 9 a.m. However, the timestamp is 3 hours off.
But why would the timestamp be wrong?
Detective, I would like you to have the security camera examined. Right away, please. I'm back, sir! I just talked to the guards and... Seems like the time codes can slip on these cameras if they lose power. What? They're pretty old, sir. Guess the clock stops when the power's off. Which would mean the power was off for approximately 3 hours at some point. Oh dear. Shadow Teddy. That's not all, sir. You remember how Knight denied stealing the keys? No one believed him, considering, well, you know, seemed kind of like the only suspect. Turns out that wasn't all he said. He also said he was knocked out cold just like the other guy. Which may not necessarily have been a lie. Darlings, there you all are! And sadly, I think with Lagarde showing up, I just need to call it, guys. I'm so sorry. Freddy Fazbear. Yeah, I will have to continue this case next week. Fuck this case, man. It is taking forever. But I got shit I need to do, so thank you guys for joining me and watching. I will be back next Wednesday. Hopefully a little earlier, but time will let me know. Luke and I are gonna try to see if we can stream together on Saturday afternoon. Not 100% sure because I might have a rental, but I'm not sure about that. Luke streams Saturday mornings. Edgelord streams Sunday mornings. See you guys next time. Bye, bye.